podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists.
Every day I'm hustling.
And when you in the trenches, you know, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back?
Go ahead, feel like a brick.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another one. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Daniel Alvarez, a.k.a. Ringwalk Danny. And we're back to talk some boxing, the Breakfast Club of boxing, that is. And if you want to join us, you want to voice your opinion this fine morning, you can hit us up on our Discord. The link will be in our live comment section right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where you should be subscribed to this magnificent podcast. And if you haven't already done so, smash that like button as you're coming in this great morning. Danny, what up?
What up, champ? Man, as you were doing the intro, my boy texted me to ask you, like, yo, what you doing? Text back, told him I'm on the show. His response said, y'all the Breakfast Club of Boxing.
Let's go.
Cooking that shit up.
Let's go.
But keep in mind, I don't know if he watches the show or not. I know he has in the past, but I don't believe it's on a regular basis. But I say that to say the fact that his mind would go there when you say that all the time. Yo, I'm just trying to be Breakfast Club of Boxing, you know?
No, today gives us an opportunity to do that because obviously we got boxing to talk about, but one of my favorite actors in the whole world. He's definitely one of, you know, I'm not saying that for show purposes, you know. I've been following Will Smith for so long. You know, we just brought him up. I specifically told you, are you going to watch I Am Legend 2? Because Will is basically mentoring Michael B. Jordan into that role.
Right.
And he will be directing it. So, you know, I'm all about Will Smith. But yesterday he took a page out of Keller Plant's book. Keller Plant! Listos pelos chingazos. Keller Plant really gave everybody cojones. And what I mean by that, for those that are living under a rock, because I got to witness yesterday the definition of real viral. I didn't know what viral was because I'm so trapped in this niche sport that when something happens and we get 50,000 or 100,000 or even 500,000 views, I consider that boxing viral. This was viral.
Man.
It was unescapable. I really don't think there is anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about. I don't feel I need to say that this was a slap that Will did on the Oscars. I think everyone knows. I couldn't go through my Instagram this morning, let alone last night, without seeing someone posting something, if not video, but something, talking about it. Like, fucking Will did my man Chris Rock dirty, bruh.
Yeah, to me, this was the Kanye West Taylor Swift moment.
Oh, yeah.
But worse.
Super.
but worse.
Super. Now, who you think got it worse? Do you think Chris came out of this situation bad because, you know, his homies like, damn, son, you got smacked in front of everybody, you ain't do nothing? Or is it Will? Because I'm honestly on the side of Rock, like, you got this lady out here making you look stupid. You look like a clown to me. I'm not with all that shit that people acting like, oh, Will, tough as hell. No, Will, you was a fucking clown. You got your lady out here. She got you looking stupid because you jumpy. You jumpy. Like, we all know she's a jump. So you mad. So now nobody can't say nothing about your girl because you tight that she be having extracurricular activities. That's not our problem.
Right.
And for one split second, I hope my audience is intelligent enough to let me know because I couldn't remember the movie. But Chris Rock said G.I. Jane. G.I. Jane is with Demi Moore. That isn't a bad movie. All it is the first time that the Army allegedly is letting women into the Army. G.I. Jane, Demi Moore, got to get a head shave like every other fucking Army dude. And they gave her a very tough time. But in giving her a tough time, she earned the respect of her, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Yeah, I mean, I think you thinking too much into the movie. I think
no, he just said it. The connection for Rock was the hair.
Yeah,
it was as simple as hair.
Absolutely, it doesn't go any deeper into that besides the hair.
Possibly. This is why you got an older co-host to rock out with your young self.
Come on.
So, we all know that Jada does have some sort of hair loss condition. So let's keep that in mind when I go way off.
But see, that is known now. I don't think it was a known thing when that happened.
You're right. I didn't know until I Googled it.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I saw a lot of people in the industry like, oh, I had no idea. She still looks great. You know, whatever.
I thought that was her thing. I thought she was on some Sade shit.
Yeah, so
showing my age.
You know,
nobody, everybody was Sade. What the fuck is that? Google.
Right. Nah, I mean, I know, but no, you know, I think it was hilarious. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I thought this shit was hilarious.
It was so funny they thought it was fake. The audience laughed.
A lot of people still do.
Dude, if we play it right now, the entire audience laughed at the smack. They thought it was a skit.
Absolutely. And a lot of people still do. Right?
Yeah, they're questioning whether or not it's fake or not.
But
you can see Jada's eyes. She smiles like one of those stank smiles and then rolls her eyes. While Will is really laughing. Will found it funny. I don't know what happened between him laughing in hysteria and then all of a sudden marching up the stage to body him.
He saw Jada's face. He saw her face, saw she was upset.
And that's my problem. You got this lady out here, she clowning you, bruh. First of all, she let the world know about August. You ain't slapped August, motherfucker. And look, you did a great job as Ali. And I got a clip that we should play because he been smacking folks. Remember on the red carpet, he smacked some dude to try to kiss him. You know what I'm saying? Will from Philly. He ain't trying to hear that shit. He on some meek shit. But
West Philadelphia, born and raised. Come on, man.
On a school ground, I spent most of my days. But listen, he still
don't even know the Will Smith.
Yo, he still didn't smack August. Where's your energy for? August was piping your lady.
We don't know that. He ain't do that.
Why would you smack August in private when he's the one piping your lady and the world knows? He making songs about your girl.
Because if he walked in or something or he catch him, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna.
Done, man. Will, you on some duck shit, man. You did some punk shit, man. That was some punk shit. Chris Rock ain't sleeping with Jada. That shit was a joke. Comedians, first of all, no bullshit. This supposed to be like an unwritten rule. Comedians get it passed. That's why Chappelle's so mad, and that's why he going so hard, because it's like all of a sudden I can't talk about transgenders, gay people, nothing. It's not, now things are off limit. It's never been off limit for comedians.
Yeah.
What's my man named George Michaels? Is that his name? Austin? Because you know, with the ponytail, nah, you ain't, okay. Showing my age again.
Yeah, so I was just telling the
Nah, the fucking comedian. He was an old white man. He was real fucking controversial and political. Maybe it's not George Michael, but
George Carlin?
Carlin.
Yeah, George Carlin.
Fucking ponytail
Yeah.
guy. Bro, comedians have always had the right to cross lines. Like, now Will just gonna start smacking every comedian? Like, come on.
So
what's gonna happen to Chris Hart? He little as hell. He can't take dudes just smacking him. That was supposed to be a joke. I guess it was,
So let me ask you this. I see it in the comment. And you started off with this. You said Caleb got Will inspired.
Hell yeah.
So which slap was better to you?
Oh, Will's. Because Will's, I said Caleb's slap was heard around the world, and it probably was from a male-dominated, a sports-driven world. But Will's slap, it's a wrap. That shit is viral. He's gonna live with this forever. Did you see? I mean, this mad shit. We gotta start putting some of this, because Steve, we ain't even talking about Tank. We supposed to be here talking about Tank hating on Kambosos and Haney, talking about he's still getting paid more. But since he only hating, we'll get to that in a bit. And what we're gonna do is get to Stephen A. Smith, because I'm with Stephen. Again, I'm not riding with Will. I want one of you guys to call in and explain to me why I should change my mind and opinion on Will. But like,
props and congratulations.
What he did, that shit was whack. Let me get a screen share.
And I love the brother and I'm proud of him, but boy, was that a shameful act for him to commit tonight. To go up on stage and slap Chris Rock like that, he's lucky he didn't get his ass kicked, particularly after the event was over. If not by Chris Rock, to the fellas he had there with him. I mean, damn. Denzel and Bradley Cooper and Tyler Perry having to calm you down, your publicist having to run out and calm you down. I mean, damn, come on, bro. Come on, man. There's no excuse for it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't even try to justify it, okay? Chris Rock said it years ago. Every time black folks doing something, you know who messes it up. I never dreamed in my wildest dreams I'd be saying that about Will Smith. A black man, Will Packer, did a phenomenal job producing the Oscars, and you do this to stain yourself, to stain the Academy Awards? Damn. Well, Will Smith.
How that hit you, champ? I need to know how you received that, man. He said he stained himself. He stained the Academy Awards. He went as far to say he's that dude. Like, he's the black guy that he doesn't want to be. That's crazy. He taking it real. I mean, I get him, though. This is the main stage. This is what I'm saying. Will can never escape this. This was the Academy Awards. He won an Oscar that night.
This definitely is not, in any way, shape, or form like the end of Will or nothing like that, right?
So this isn't a Mel Gibson moment? He won't get blacklisted?
He will not get black. Nah.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, to see what Kanye did, and like with Taylor Swift.
No, but this ain't Kanye. You could imagine Kanye would have smacked Taylor. He'd have got canceled right there.
No. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Some people may view what Kanye did as worse because it's a woman you're bullying.
Okay. I like it. I like
pick
it.
on somebody your own size, type of thing. So to me, some people may view it that way. Will's not gonna get canceled. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up, I found the shit hilarious.
No, I seen you in the chat,
bro. I was
you said
dying.
You couldn't stop laughing,
bro. My stomach was hurting, and it wasn't as much. I think it was as much the action as it was the aftermath, because of course the internet is
undefeated,
undefeated, bro.
Let me actually start showing you some of this undefeated internet. Ohio runs boxing. Our very own Marcus. He's just too talented. This is hilarious. Give me a screen share. Okay, come on, Insta. So what you can see here is he dubbed it, put Crawford's face over Will, Earl's face over Chris Rock, and you already know who did the slapping. And if you don't, join us on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where the internet remains undefeated, and the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation has taken over. I'm going to say for the next 48 hours at the very least.
Yeah, man. People are going to be talking about it for a couple days. But
every morning show, I can imagine, like, obviously Charlemagne the God, Howard Stern.
Before we went live, we had already watched you know,
Charlemagne
the Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club clip that they've already put out over an hour ago. So absolutely,
Austin, you can take it down.
Absolutely, being spoken about everywhere. I mean, a lot of the videos going around is the Japanese version because the American version,
they tried to cut it.
They muted it.
Yeah.
The Japanese version,
that's the one I gave you.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, he think he defended his wife's honor. She must be disgusted. You look like the biggest fool. Like, you just acted real ghetto in front of the entire world. Like, I never thought Will couldn't keep his cool. Like, again, Chris ain't August. You smacking and acting out of character for a comedian. He not the one that piped your wife down.
All right, so
why you flipping on him? And then you shaming yourself in front of the world for him. Now, if he'd have did this to August, we'd have been like, man, that young punk shouldn't have been sleeping with his wife. Motherfucker. What's wrong with him? Housebreaker? But you doing this to him, he ain't did shit. Chris ain't did shit. I'm telling you.
Let's be fair. He made a joke about her alopecia, whether he knew it or not. He made a joke out of it.
Yo, did you see Lupita's face next to Will when Will started cursing? She was like, yo, did you see it? Yo, I'm telling you, that's how I knew this shit was. If people like, yo, that shit was staged, man. If you look around, Jada face and the eye roll, she need an Oscar. If she was acting that night, she need an Oscar for that eye roll. That shit was real, man. Even Chris Rock face when he rolled with it on some Canelo shit. You know he watched by. He was like, oh.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Will, this went one of two ways.
That shit was too cool.
Let me tell you. Will and Jada got back to, whether the house or
she
hotel.
smacked him because he embarrassed her.
This went one of two ways. She either sucked him up like never before.
Nah, man, you tripping.
Or
she's embarrassed, man.
Bro, I'm telling you,
bro, they
a lot of women like that.
Bro, they've so far removed from West Philly and wherever the fuck Jada come from. But did you see that meme? I can't find this one. Someone sent it to me. But did you see the meme of Jada? And on the top it say, Will, that was cute, but Tupac would have shot him.
Bro, priceless.
Yo, that shit was, I just could not stop laughing. That meme, the fucking internet, you guys are undefeated. We need a WBC belt for the internet, bro. Yo, how's he gonna say that was cute, but Tupac would have shot him?
Bro, undefeated, hilarious.
Yo,
but
matter of
we
fact,
haven't even talked about
Tank.
No. We not even done talking about Will and Chris. You haven't even brought up the fact after he slaps him, he turns around, never looks back, is not looking over his shoulders, very calmly and collective walks back to his seat. No worries about what Chris is doing behind him.
Yeah.
Bro, you slap anybody in the street, 9 times out of 10, they either smacking your ass back or some shit popping off.
But you see, I'm a firm believer of slaps. I've given a few slaps too. What that does, it takes the fight out of certain men. You're like Chris Rock. He was struggling with himself.
He was
in his conscience. His hands was behind his back. He's like, oh shit, what? But in his head, he's like, what the fuck do I do? Do I jump on this motherfucker, or do we both look like stupid? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I do? He had a fucking struggle. That's why Charlemagne giving him credit. That's why everybody giving him credit for refraining himself. Because you're right. Will think he the fucking God that walks this earth. He turned around, buttoned his little coat like nothing was going to happen. Somebody else would have hit him in the back with a bat. I'm telling you, this shit is bananas to me. Chris, he gets a wow. I could only hope to have that sort of, everybody, y'all know I just went through my situation. I couldn't beat Chris. That's not me, but I'm going to pray to have his sort of patience because that was insane. I'm telling, bro, I would have at least Pop Warner tackled his ass from the back. You know what I'm saying? Just make snaps so his neck looked like a peasant. Just hit him right in the back with my head like I had a helmet, like something. He did nothing.
See, I'm Chris.
He did nothing. He just kept the show rolling like, yo, yeah, coming on to the stage. We're going to nominate some nominees. I'm like, what the fuck? That's why people think it was fake, because he didn't react. You know, but they saying, as you can see, Stephen A. Smith saying that Will had to be reframed. What do you think about that? That makes no sense. He did the smacking. He walked away calm, but he's the one that got to be reframed by his publicist, Bradley Cooper, and even Denzel. Good old Denzel. Unk out there trying to save the day.
And then Will goes back up to the stage. Not just does he walks away unbothered to his seat, goes back on stage 10, 15 minutes later to receive
an award.
For Act of the Year, like.
Meanwhile, the LAPD talking about, we know what took place and we just gonna chill right now because these two dudes are worth so much money that we really don't want to fuck with anybody.
What you think?
If it was me, I'd have been in fucking booking already. Like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is some bullshit. Like, and then Chris Rock doesn't press charges. I get it. Yeah, they're the code of the street. But like, again, if this was you and I, the state would pick it up. Like, you don't want to press charges? Well, fuck it. We seen what happened. It was too violent. It's on camera. It sends the wrong message to America. We on your ass, Danny Alvarez. You going to have to cop out to something. Nah, we'll get to go chill. This shit is crazy to me. I'm telling you, bro. I mean, on all levels, the fact that nothing happened to him at all. He had zero repercussions.
Yo, it's like,
and that's why I went to jail the other day, because there's a lot of people like Will out here. I'd have fucked Will up. I'm telling you. And maybe not in that moment, but when he turned around, I was going down. I'd have beat him with that mic. Was he lapelled up or did he have a fucking mic? Man, motherfucker, you gonna hit me? What the fuck? Yo, he crazy, man. That shit was bananas to me. I'm telling you, that shit is bananas.
It could go numerous different rates.
I'm checking August Alsina's Instagram, see if he said anything.
You got to give Chris Rock his credit in a sense and to an extent. You know, cool, he kept his composure. He was a professional. He kept rolling with the show. He made a joke out of it, right? But
super professional.
Yeah, you know, it's different strokes for different folks, and
look, first show. Give me a screen share. Look at what shows up when I Google August. This who he should have been smacking, bruh. You literally the first, the second two, the three, everything other than the first picture is fucking Jada. So whose wife is she? August or Will? Like, you smacking the wrong dude, you clown.
Bro,
fucked up. He fucked up. That's my dude, man. He did a great job with Ali. Marvelous job with Ali. Amazing job with I Am Legend. You know what I'm saying?
Training Day.
No. Will Smith wasn't in Training Day. Somebody get this guy out of here, man.
Denzel.
Yo, you on punishment, man. What the fuck? He said Training Day. No, but listen, he just had a phenomenal acting career. Like, come on. Like, look, I thought those, what was it called? Like, Wild Wild West or whatever shit he did. That nah. I thought that was going to ruin Will. How that shit blew Will out of this world. That crossed him into white America.
Yeah.
He became Will Smith, the A-lister. And you out here doing this bullshit. You ain't smack August with all them tattoos. You scared of tattoos? Chump ass. That was some chump shit. And for Stephen A. Smith, he said, oh, he's lucky ain't nothing happened because Chris Rock. I wanted to do Chris Rock at this age because I'm a little old, so Chris Rock old. I wanted to do Chris Rock have some boys with him when he go to these things, because this is like not the BET Awards. Are you with security at the Academy Awards?
I'm saying like these guys got to be rolling with security teams, right? Like
at the Academy Awards,
it don't matter. It don't matter. There's no way people like Will Smith and Chris Rock don't roll with an entourage of security.
Yo, I'd have been like, mate, for Voltron. Fuck that. You smacked the shit out of me.
You would have been like Floyd. With
Mayweather. Form Voltron. Everybody get around me. Let me get my composure. All right, let's fuck him up. You see what happened when it got your hat? No, you got fucked up. You got fucked up. This is what I'm saying. Like, it don't matter where you at. If you fucking aggressive, you aggressive. Rock not aggressive, man. Mayweather wasn't trying to hit that. I just deleted them pictures from my phone. Mayweather looking like motherfucking... Oh my God, he was so angry at Jake Paul, but he started letting them shits go. And so did his security detail. Will Smith got lucky, man.
Did you see?
He got lucky. That shit's not right.
Did you see there was like a compilation that almost looked like a fucking bingo card because it was like a little checkerboard?
Nah, show it to me.
But it was basically all the facial expressions of people at the Oscars when Will slapped. And that shit was priceless. That shit was priceless. That's when I knew. I'm like, I don't think that was staged. I think this might be for real. Damn,
this dude really ain't tweet. August really ain't tweet. He ain't retweet since March 20th. You out here really not trying to capitalize on. This dude ain't had a hit since, what was August hit? I don't even know August no more since that first hit.
Yo, he got sick, right?
Wasn't it the one with Chris Brown? Like, that was the hottest shit he ever had.
I don't remember the names of his songs, but he got sick, right? Wasn't he like fighting for his life?
Damn,
wasn't his hair falling out too?
Stop.
I'm not even trying to be funny. I want to say August Alsina was like sick. I know he was sick.
I ain't know about that.
Yeah, he was sick.
I don't know nothing about that, but I'm trying to find my August song because that's the only one that was hot.
He has a liver disease where his autoimmune system is fighting against itself. So I guess it's led.
Man, that's crazy.
It's led for him to collapse and on different occasions and things like that. So,
okay, your library. Here we go. So that's the one. I love this shit. That was the only thing I ever remember. August, man. Other than that, he known for this single. I can't even play it on this computer, but he known for this single and he known for Jada, man.
What's the name of that?
Man, I love this shit. It was with remix with Chris Brown.
I just can't see all the way.
And Trey Songz was on that shit. That was the only thing. Like, I don't even know. Do he got some? I mean, matter of fact, this is the album. I eventually got this album, but I don't know. That's all I know him for. He should have been the one getting smacked though. Chris Rock ain't deserve that, man. I'm just saying. But getting into today's topic, Tank Davis makes some comments on the Kambosos Haney fight for June 5th, and he says they still won't get paid as much as me. What do you make of those comments, champ?
Well, look, I think that these gentlemen are in competition with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see who's that next guy, right? We've said it time and time again. We'll continue to say it. Gervonta's drawing power outside of Earl is unmatched when it comes to American boxing.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the second fight in a row. Last time Gervonta fought a day after Devin Haney. This time he's fighting a week before Devin Haney. And it started, they were talking about the four kings and the lightweight division and whatnot. And one of those kings has been eliminated. Do you replace Tio with George? I guess so, since he is a unified champ. But, these guys are in competition with each other. They want to be the guy. No questions about it. Oh, okay, cool. He's fighting for Undisputed. I'm making more money, though.
Yeah. And the way you put it makes sense. Like, yeah, he's fighting for it, but I get it. I get it that way. Because honestly, I think either way, it doesn't matter how you put it. It's still slightly hating, right? I mean, it's he taking shots. But I got some super chats. LA the Guard says, Will slap Caleb's graze. You a hater. He slapped your man and you still sour about it. Canelo got slapped. Big Nick in the UK says, Will was moving like Fury in the second Wilder fight. He weren't worried about Chris. Will moving moist for a chick. Denzel the GOAT though. Damn, he said moist. That's crazy. Let me screen share this real quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
One, God has let me live another day, and I am about to make it everyone's problem.
So they came in hot. This is Will and his wife. And I don't know, based off their little facial expressions, maybe they was angry. They knew what they was going to do. I don't know.
Everyone.
But this is on Will's official Instagram, and that was 13 hours ago.
What's the caption on that? So this was
Me and Jada Smith got all dressed up. Choose chaos. See? to choose chaos. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe he knew what he was coming to do. Maybe Chris Rock said something we don't know about, or maybe I'm reading too much into it. But why would you say you got all dressed up to choose chaos?
No, that is a very, very fair point.
Shout out to the TBV community, Miguel, who sent me this. We working as a whole and a unit. And if you want to help the movement, you already know what we need you to do. Numbers is power. Power is respect. And with respect comes the motherfucking interview. So go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell a friend to subscribe to the YouTube channel so we can get to our next goal of 132,000 subscribers. What up, Danielle? My bad.
No, I was going to say, actually, you know what today, 3 years ago today was?
Independence Day.
No, you know what happened to you 3 years ago today? Today is March 28th. Something happened to you 3 years ago today.
I have no fucking clue, bro. The 28th, I don't know.
You hit 100K on YouTube.
Oh, shit.
Hit 100K on YouTube.
We hit 100K on YouTube. I wish we'd have been hitting 200K today.
Yo, so I just went to Will Smith because I really couldn't see the TV screen in front of us that you were screen sharing.
Mm-hmm.
I went to his page because I'm like, did he change the caption? You know, once you change the caption, it'll say edited this long ago. Nah, that's the original caption.
Bro, his kids was there too. I mean, I think this is probably was part of the plan. He just tired of motherfuckers talking about him. But like, you can't take that up with.
You think something was coming to somebody yesterday?
Oh, like meaning he was just going to blow up on somebody, and Rock got it?
Yeah.
I want to hope so because I haven't seen anything that Chris Rock could have said in the past that would have gotten Will this upset.
We got another super chat that I would like to get to just because it is pertaining to you. We got Jonathan Lambarena that says day 13 of Ness wearing a pink shirt. Big up Ness.
Yo, Cameron influence, man. How's that verse? Let me look it up instead of butchering it. But go ahead.
Yeah, no. But anyway, back to the Gervonta Davis comments on Kambosos and Haney's fight. What'd you make of it, right? I know you asked me, but what'd you make of it asking?
I mean, right away, I'm like, oh, you little hater. Honestly, because it's like they stole the attention, so now you want to steal it back. Like, nah, I'm still making more. Like, that's how I took it. I ain't take it like, that's how I took it.
Brew in the 504 says Danny asking a reefer addict if he remembers something.
Bro, I bet you I remember Vasil getting his ass kicked by Orlando Salido.
Yo, it's crazy though. It's been 3 years. You still haven't got your plaque, huh?
Nah, man. I don't know what's up with that. I'm too controversial. I can see now because of TikTok and you know, I used to get demonetized every episode and I would just continue to appeal it. So they tired of me appealing, so they don't even demonetize me no more. They know I curse way too much. And there's a slot like, did you curse a lot? Kind of, I'm paraphrasing. It's like, did you curse a lot? I never put yes. So maybe that's it.
Wait, you never put yes?
No, it's a clean episode.
They want you to snitch on yourself.
This is a clean episode. Fuck all that.
Fuck all that.
Yeah. The only thing I'm honest about is no, it's not for 18 and under. It's not. Other than that, like, get the fuck out of here. Real television is saying everything that I'm saying these days. Like terrestrial television. Like if you watch SUV or, no, that's not it. SVU. You know, you fucking see all that. Like, come on.
Right, for sure.
Yo, you seen Ice-T, speaking of SVU and shit, that tweet that he's getting mad love for?
Nah, I didn't.
About the gas prices, Robin, go to his Instagram or Twitter. He stole that, though. I showed that to my lady like 4 days before he posted it, man. It's so crazy how the internet works. Like, if you're popular, you're fucking popular. Like, that's an old meme. My man just cropped it and used it, and like, fucking websites are picking him up for the gas prices quote and shit. It's like, whoa, to be famous, man. It's insane.
I'm trying to pull that tweet up.
Yeah, do that. I got these lyrics, but I haven't found it right here. Okay, here it goes. He says, we all wearing links as I prepare a drink. Glare and got the whole New York wearing pink. Girls stare and wink. Yeah, Cam! Let's go. Yo, y'all remember when Cam was taking over? Because y'all young, I get it. But, like, come on, man. Cam is that dude, man. Started from the bottom, B. So, yeah, you know, Cam, heavy influence. I've been wearing pink for a minute now, man. It's an East Coast thing. Not everybody could get away with it. That's the thing. Everybody's like, oh, he wearing pink. And it's like, yeah, because you feminine. You think if you wear pink, it exudes that. But, like, I'm not. Right. So when I wear it just accentuates my caramel complexion. That's how it works, man. Okay. I'm being told by the lovely community, shout out to Mac and Cheese, you met him, he was here in the building. He says in 2016, Chris Rock went in on Jada. We might have to look that up. Maybe this old shit. Maybe they knew he was about to be the host and like, yeah, we getting him back. For what? How many years ago? 6-year-old? Oh my God. Where would be such a petty? For real.
Yeah, man. Back to Gervonta.
Yo, let me get a screen share here. Yo, internet, undefeated. Damn. Internet, bro. It's crazy. All right, take it down. That's crazy.
So I found an article, since we're not moving on to Gervonta.
Nah, we still got more Will shit. Let me get a screen share. This internet, I'm telling you can't beat them. Let's see what this is. The internet made this one.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth! Your wife is in me DMs, hey baby! Hit me back on my chat later on! We'll be at the party, the Win nightclub, baby!
Hey yo, did you see the way they put Jada's face at the right time?
Your wife is in me DMs, hey baby! Hit me back on my chat.
Look at Jada's face. Yo, they zoomed in on that eye roll too. That looks perfect. Yo, I gotta retweet. Wow, he barely got retweets. That was too super duper nice. Take it. Oh, you took it down. Shout out to Austin. Yo, hilarious, man. Okay, so I got a Rolling Stones article here. I'm gonna skim through it. What we got here? The actor and comedian used to be friendly until a joke Rock made about Jada Pinkett. Oh, in 2016. Damn, shout out. Who found this for me?
And it was at the Oscars. It was at the Oscars during the opening monologue.
So in 2016, after Pickett Smith boycotted 2016 Oscar ceremony for its lack of diversity, that year's host Rock suggested his opening monologue that the actress wasn't even invited to the show in the first place. Yo, okay, so it's making sense, but damn, how do you hold a grudge? He need to go to jail. I'm sorry.
Let me get a screenshot.
I'm sorry. You gonna premeditate some shit for 6 years and is we all okay with it?
Let me get a screenshot.
Come on, man, that's some bullshit.
At the same show, mind you, this was at the Oscars. Right here, Chris Rock said Jada got mad, said she wasn't coming. Jada said she was boycotting the Oscars, but that's like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
Boycotting Rihanna's panties. I love it because ain't nobody boycotting them shits. You just ain't going because you wasn't invited. I get Rock. But it's crazy that obviously there is something though, right? Because what would be the coincidence 6 years later these people actually show up to the Oscars and you choose for your opening statement yet again to be about that man's wife?
And apparently he also made comments about Will. I'm continuing to read this article.
Oh.
He said, you get mad. It's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West. This year at the Oscars, things are going to be a little different. And the memoriam package is just going to be black people who were shot by the cops on their way to the movies. Yes, I said it, all right. Well, I definitely don't understand that one. But this is the video to that 2016 Oscar. You want to watch it since you're so stuck on this?
Nah.
Okay, because it seems like you just can't let it go. It's like that one girl that got away. We're good, champ. It's like the one girl that got away.
I mean, look at this. Show Minds in 2012. in 2012 they were friends. This is them at a championship basketball game.
That looks photoshopped.
Get out of here, bro.
For real, look, the guy behind.
It's a Rolling Stones article. You can't question Rolling Stones. Fuck wrong with you?
I don't know.
Dog, like,
they ain't ever did shit
look up
for
the
me.
word journalism. You crazy?
They ain't ever did shit for me.
Bruh, they've been doing it for the world for I don't know how long they've been in business. Google that. But we got a super chat.
Boston Gerard says, if I'm Chris, next time I see Will, he getting snuffed, poked, or chopped. You get no props for running up on Pookie from New Jack City.
Word. Even though he don't look nothing like Pookie these days, he gained some weight. But celebrity boxing, I don't normally bring them up, but obviously we're a boxing show, Breakfast Club of Boxing. We're talking this, and look at what he said.
The only reason we're covering this is because
it's viral. What can you do?
Because Will Smith played Ali.
Yeah, that's the connection to boxing. I love that, Danny.
I see you guys in the chat. I promise we'll get back to the sport.
This is sport. Nobody played Ali better than Will.
Celebrity boxing event last night, and it's just crazy how things happen. We have to figure out now who's going to referee Chris Rock versus Will Smith, June 11th in South Florida.
They're already promoting.
They're already promoting the fight. Even though we know he lying, he ain't got no date and venue for June 11th for Will and Rock. He must got a date and venue for his own event for June 11th that won't include Will and Rock. But could you imagine if they got it on? How old is Chris Rock? I got to look him up. Is it too late for Rock to even try to be fighting Will in a real fight?
No. Will old as shit, though.
No, but Will, come on, bro. Will old, but Will look good to the motherfucker.
I ain't saying all that.
He's in shape. Damn. Chris Rock, 57, bro.
Damn, he older than Will.
Fucking hell. Let me check Will.
Will's 52.
Lord.
53?
53. And let me just show you Will as Muhammad Ali.
Who played him? Who played Ali better? Will Smith?
Nobody played Will better. Nobody played
Will
Ali
Smith better. Or Michelle Rivera?
Nobody. That was fire. Yo, fucking Will Smith definitely did a better job than fucking Michelle Rivera. Especially that part where he was like, don't you let me hear you talk about Angelo like that. I love that part, man. Yo, I love that part, man. He made me feel like I was there. Like, yo, he had real, genuine love for Angelo Dundee, which was crazy to think, in those times, how things was. But, okay, Austin is on his game. You don't even need me to say screen share. But look, Will, this is what I remember when I think of Will, man. He did so well. And the mannerisms and actual fighting, I think that this probably showed him how to fight. And he would be my favorite. I gotta pick Will over Rock. He's older, and Will has the experience.
And he got that reach.
He played the greatest of all time. I don't even think that Rock is in his weight class, to be honest with you.
I mean, if
you can take it down.
If they were to fight.
Let's be real though. Rock has a chin. I mean, you smacked the shit out of him. You're a bigger man. You played a heavyweight in the movie. He rolled that shit. He didn't get dropped. He ain't stumble. It was pretty solid.
That shit just disrespectful.
Even P. Diddy said Chris Rock got a chin. Everybody talking about. Nobody is not talking about it.
No, absolutely. Ruin the 504 says Will is opening up at a minus 1,300 against Rock.
Absolutely, and that's pretty fair.
Yo, those are Tim's numbers.
What's Rock? His weight though. What does he weigh? I don't know if we can ever get that.
Yeah, there's always like guesstimations online.
Damn, Will is 6'2", my friend.
Yeah.
Chris Rock is. They didn't even bother to put his height because he never played a movie where he was athletic.
You think you would have went down from that slap, from that Will Smith slap? Do you think Nestor Gibbs would have went down? Because you just mentioned.
You never know. I won't sit here and lie. You just never know. He caught you completely off guard. You don't know.
Right.
Bro, I've been smacked like that, man.
You've been smacked like that?
I've been smacked like that. When I was younger, man, shit.
I mean, yeah, like my mom.
No, I'm talking about grown ass man. I was a hothead. I was always in the shit. Grown ass man smacked the shit out of me.
What you do to him?
tried to fight. I've said this story before. I tried to fight. He was just too good. Like, he literally legit had skills. Like, must have been taught. Like, he was head movement, all that shit back then.
We got the champ with the super chat.
Who's that?
Evander Holyfield.
Get out of here. Not the real Evander, because the real Nonito was here. I'll take a real Evander any day. No? You faked it?
Nah, I mean,
why you let me down like that?
Says Evander.
All right, what's he saying?
He ain't say shit.
Oh, he just sending that Evander Holyfield love?
Yeah, gave us $1.
I mean, is his last name Holyfield or you just...
Nah, it says Evander Holyfield.
Oh, it does say Evander Holyfield.
But no, actually, it indeed is not, you know...
Evander?
Evander. I just realized, I'm like, that profile picture looks familiar. I know where I know
Who
it
that,
from.
Steve Harvey?
No, that is an adult film star.
Oh. Like a porn star?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. Evander Holyfield. At least he's not a bot. He's had that YouTube channel since 2018. So shout out to you, Evander. Appreciate the love and support. Or maybe you forgot your message. If not, you can always come back with another one. Let's see here. Did we ever get to Anthony Johnson's Cash App continuing his streak? TBV. Fuego emoji. And then he comes back and he says, Will wanted to slap Jada respectfully. Probably. You know what I mean? She out here smutting his name by doing shit with people. I mean, I wouldn't be happy. I'll tell you that. But from everything we gathered, it basically seemed like they came to get some of Chris Rock, man. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Okay, hold up. But Rock might be in shape. I mean, hold up. Could we get Rock a fight? Hold up. What you think? He ain't as tall as Will, and he definitely on the Sugar Ray Leonard body tip. Maybe speed over
Man,
power.
You cannot convince me. I'm gonna just tell you like this, and I mean this.
What?
I mean this respectfully. You can't look. After what I saw, I take my hat off to Chris Rock for keeping his composure.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm riding with Will. It's just simple. I'm riding with Will because of what I saw.
What?
I'm saying, like, you're talking about Chris Rock.
Riding with him in a fight, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got you, too. He's the favorite.
What else could I possibly be speaking of?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, I mean, I didn't know what you meant. I thought you meant you riding with Will in this situation. Like, you
no,
know,
no. I'm just saying.
You respect or you accept what he did. And, I don't know.
But
all right. Let me see what this soundbite is.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care. Jerry.
What are you talking about? I didn't get that one.
I ain't get it.
That was Brandon sent that. I don't know. Well, let's see. Do we got any more super chats that we want to stay as up to date as possible? Oh, another spill. AKA Mr. Spill a Lot.
I ain't spill shit. Yeah,
we're gonna have to make
We're gonna have
sign.
to get him some tissue.
Have to make a spill zone sign.
Can we get some shop towels for my man? He needs shop towels.
No, he's lying to you.
Yo,
guys.
speaking of shop,
my fucking cup was empty, bro.
Yeah, there's always sips in it. Speaking of shop, I'm now in the West Coast. I was raised in the East, so like my mechanics. All my, like high school friends.
Look, this guy actually brought me fucking shop towels, bro.
Bro, just
you see
in
what's
case.
wrong with you? Like,
just in
come
case.
on, bro. I can't even blow my nose on this shit, bro. What's wrong with you?
That's for quick spills. Quick spills.
Appreciate you, Ryan.
But yeah, man, I need a mechanic.
Okay.
Just for my, like when it's time to do brakes. I don't want to go to the dealer. I go to my friend. That's what I normally
For the vet?
For any car.
Oh well, you wildin'.
No, you're wildin'. This guy's wild. This is my third or fourth American muscle car, and this is the only one I haven't even done work to. Like, believe me, my GTO, it was bananas. I did the whole bottom half and the head, sleeves and pistons, springs and retainers, headers, all that shit. Camaro too, except I ain't do the sleeves on the Camaro. I did the head though, because you always want high compression, more power. But yeah, man. So I need somebody. You know what I'm saying? I need to expel a person too. I want to wrap my shit so I don't get rock chips. I need an expel person, man. Anybody that does expel, holla at me, man. Like I don't want to just go to I'd rather, if you in my community, I'd rather spend my money with you.
I don't know, man. Unless it's somebody that specializes in shit, like in cars like that.
Yeah, but they might have a shop. Someone listens. That's what I'm saying. Someone listening to the show might have a shop or know someone.
I'm surprised you're not trying to go straight to the dealer for everything.
What are you gonna do at the dealer? They don't do expel at the dealer. You know what expel is?
No.
All right, you see what Devin has? How he changed the color of his car?
Yeah. I'm talking.
I want the clear.
Yeah, I'm talking about. You talking about to get work done, oil changes and
not oil changes.
You only go if you want to pay like 10 times what it would cost to actually do it.
Yeah, believe me, champ. Believe me, you could take your car to get its brakes done at your local Mexican Paco shop.
And that's what I do. That's what I do. But I don't drive a car like, bro, what?
Bro, it's an American car. That's the point. Like, this car isn't even supposed to be as expensive as it is. It's supposed to be affordable for Americans. It's supposed to compete with these sports cars. Like, you're not supposed to need
in the sense of,
if you Google the Corvette on YouTube, don't Google, excuse me. If you YouTube the Corvette, you're gonna see 100 million fucking owners doing their own work. It's an American car, bro. Like, you can buy. Do you know you can buy the whole quarter panel for an American car? Like, it's American, bro.
I hear you, bro.
It's even cheaper for me to send that car to the Dominican Republic because it's American. It's American cars are cheap, man. I'm just being real. Yes, this is a little more expensive one than your average one, but the parts are still it's still GM.
But I'm saying it don't got like warranty, like.
Oh, of course. My car has warranty for a certain amount of miles, though. You don't get unlimited warranty.
No, I know that's usually 5 years, 60,000, some.
Whatever comes first, you know. And I'm a driver. I'm not one of these dudes that's out here that is just washing my car on the weekend, not driving it so that it can stay in high value so that I can sell it to you so that you could be happy that it got low miles. No, I bought that motherfucker to drive it like it's hot. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm going to be doing brakes. I'm braking out here. And I was already recommended by like numerous Corvette websites to change them. They release too much brake dust. I got to be washing my rims every fucking day. It's just not good.
And you're in the desert at that.
The desert ain't no joke.
It is not.
They said, Danny's quit line, you behind a crackhead down the street. Yo, I ain't gonna front. I used to love them, what do you call them? Like sidewalk mechanics.
Oh, yeah.
Dudes that just fixing shit right there. Like where your car's parked for overnight, they jack you up right there.
We got another champ in the chat.
Jared Hurd in the building. Salute TBV. Yo, Jared, I've been fucking texting you for like 2 years. What's really good? Where you been at?
That ain't really Jared.
Yes, it is.
Man,
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Look, I just went to his channel. And the first video is of him and K. Kimura.
Oh, what?
Did I say it wrong? How I always say it wrong, right?
Yeah, K. Karoma.
Oh, Karoma. See, I say Kimura.
Karoma.
Kimura?
So what you were saying, Kimura?
Which one is it?
K. Karoma.
Yeah. Oh, like aroma. Got it. Got it. Yeah. All right, this ain't Jared Hurd. And why he got a picture of Jason Derulo? Let me fucking screen share. Jason Derulo, what up? Take it down. Yo, why we get so many people want to be other people? And look, this is another YouTube channel from 2018. Y'all tripping. Y'all been long time trolls, huh?
Yeah, Jaguar Park, I don't get it either. Said, why all the champs cheap?
Yeah, right? Jared with all the jewelry he be posting, he gonna send us that little ass $2 super chat. Come on.
Yeah, no, bro. So do you want to get back to the tape? You at least pull up the article for him now.
I got it. Oh no, I did that Cash App. All right. You said what article?
Yeah, the tank one.
Go ahead. I sent it to the pre-pro like at 4:30 this morning.
Yeah,
man.
but see, the way my pre-pro set up.
Yeah, you got to set up not to hear messages because you don't care.
No, that's not true.
That's
it
exactly
just don't
true.
come. It don't come to my laptop.
Exactly.
Let me see. Okay.
Oh, you haven't evolved. Once you evolve to your messages hitting all your devices, that's when you know you're truly done with the game.
Different iCloud accounts though.
Probably purposely because you're not done with the game.
Yeah. What game is it that you're referring to?
The game. The one Will out here smacking dudes for. The game August Alsina playing, my man. The fucking Mario Brothers Fix the Pipes game. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we talk about.
Yeah.
Poor Will. That shit crazy, man.
But we will get this.
You found the article or you need me to pull it up?
No, I found it. I had to send it to my.
Because you're serious with that whole it doesn't work.
Oh yeah, I was no, it works. I just like I said, different iCloud accounts. But can I get a screen share here? Almost called him Young Trav, but it is not Young Trav. So this is on Boxing News 24. I'm trying to find where is the quote.
Right there. Quote, both of them together still won't get paid as much as me, but will be paying out more than me, though, said Gervonta Davis on Twitter, reacting to the news of Kambosos versus Haney fight on June 5th. What does he mean, both of them together still? Damn, he said together? He out here capping. Let's stop right there. Both together won't make more than him? Now, I get it. Like, all right, if he getting $5 on the back end, right? That's a lot. That's a lot too. I don't know. I never heard. You heard somebody getting $5 on the back for every pay-per-view sold? That's a lot. But we just gonna assume that just for fucking numbers sake. Let's assume.
Let's assume
he getting $5 times 200,000.
That's $1 million.
That ain't a lot. So he might be getting more. Because how the fuck, if you only getting, let's say hypothetically, they're guaranteeing you 1.5 on paper, right? What's his guarantees been? And I don't even think they've been that high.
You don't think they've been as high as 1.5? Well, we're good. Yep.
Really? You think so? I'm just saying 5 ain't shit though. 5 only get, especially at 2, so he need more. I can't see them giving him $10 off an $80 pay-per-view. How you getting 10? That's a big ass share.
That's 12, about 12%, right?
That's too much percent.
12.
You can't get. I can't get you 10.
What's the average percent that people are getting on pay-per-view
It's,
buys?
it's very hush hush.
This is
what?
This is on DraftKings. It says on DraftKings. It says that he made $1 million guaranteed.
See?
In the Cruz fight with 60% of the pay-per-view share.
That's a big ass percentage.
But it also says that Cruz got a guaranteed 300 with 40% of the pay-per-view share.
So them two get to split the pay-per-view alone? What about the Pavada and like the house?
But so it says Cruz 300 guaranteed and 40% of the pay-per-view share with a potential $600,000 payout. So maybe that's the cap, right?
Yeah,
no?
Capped them at 300,000,
and then
on the back end.
On the back end, and then it looks like Tank got capped at 1.3 mil on the back end.
See, so then 1.3 and 1 point whatever.
Unless they're saying the 600,000 and the 2.3 million respectively is on top of what you.
I don't know, man. I'm going to just be real. It's going to be hard for us to find ways to justify him alleging to make more than both Haney and Kambosos. I honestly can't see the math. You know what I'm saying? Like, we better off allowing him to use the Leo fight since he sold more pay-per-views and it was a bigger name fight, so he probably got a bigger name guarantee. I don't know.
So it seems like that 2.3 million is on top of what he was guaranteed.
Okay, so that still brings him to 3.
To 3.3.
And Devin making 3 versus non-Kambosos.
Correct.
So again, it's not about is he making more than Devin. It's is he making more than both put together. So hypothetically, if Devin receives what he received in his last fight, which we know he's not, but let's hypothetically go with 3, and Kambosos receives what he received in his last fight, they already making more than Tank. So
in the Santa Cruz fight, Santa Cruz on paper was guaranteed more than Gervonta was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Cruz.
Same argument from last night. The dude that knows he can't beat the dude that he got to fight, he must take more money to get that ass beaten.
Hey, I'm just reading.
That is so funny to me. You know, where you're like the A side that is gonna be a underdog. So in order to get in the ring, you're like, nah, you got to pay me a ridiculous amount of money for you to take my own.
Now, could this be his career high payday? And obviously, we don't know what he's getting.
Who,
right?
Tank?
Yeah.
I mean, again, we'll never know. We will never know. I know for a fact Heyman, we've interviewed, they do back end, man. So we'll never know what Tank
I'm going
is
to be
making.
honest with you, I feel like that's everybody.
Back end?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. See, I'm not as tight with top ranked fighters to know.
Because both top rank and matchroom fighters have indeed confirmed, and I've seen for myself that they're getting some back end.
There you go.
They're getting some back end, and I've seen it for some champions to where the back end is 5 times as much as the guarantee.
Wow. Damn. 5 times?
5 times.
Imagine making $1 million up front and your back end is 5 times.
See, but a lot of times that's where they get you. You get a little bit up front, right? Because that's what you're paying sanctioning fees on.
Yeah.
You're paying sanctioning fees and taxes on that.
Yeah, like Dillian White reporting $300,000 when he makes a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
So Kambosos has also been critical of Tank and his fight versus Rolly, and I quote, "That's not even a big fight." George Kambosos said to Fight Hype, reacting to Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero on May 28th. And I quote, "Tank should get rid of him real quick, real early. He's like a sacrificial lamb. Tank will destroy him and you'll never hear of this kid again," said Kambosos about Rolly. Yo, and you know that's what Shakur said.
Shakur.
He said Tank by murder or some shit like that.
Yeah, I was there. I was just gonna mention how fighters aren't giving him any sort of shot.
Rolly.
Yeah.
And some fight fans believe that Rolly will give him some trouble.
I feel like the only fighter that I've seen publicly support Rolly and back
Tio.
Rolly in that fight is Tio.
Yeah, because he hates Tank.
Yeah, that's his man's in them.
Tio, it's crazy. Tio went from like the man to the salty man in 1 year. Cray. But I'm going to open up these phone lines. Anybody on Discord, if you're ready to rock and roll, raise your hand. If you're on Blog Talk, press the number 1 button one time. And yeah, that's it. We're not using Skype. We are, but we're not. So you got like 10 days left to just be there.
Nah, bro, it should be less than that. Last week you said 12 days.
Last week was like yesterday.
Nah, man.
But I get it.
You get to some callers because this coffee catching up to me.
You got Coach JT. He's been waiting for, I want to say, since you guys were talking about Will Smith.
All right. So, well, Coach.
So 2 minutes ago.
All morning, because we've been talking about that shit all morning. JT, what up? Oh, actually, let me do some of these first, JT. Yeah.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Do that.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Do that too.
I was just about to say that. Do that too, man. Let's go out to my mans and JT, New Orleans.
And really quick before we get to JT, make sure to like this video. Y'all better slap that like button the way Will slapped the shit out of Chris. Better slap that shit.
Damn, poor
JT.
Chris, man. Fucking Chris gonna be the laughing stock of all slaps. He took the heat off of Canelo.
It's so interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. Nah, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
He hasn't accepted the invite.
Oh shit!
He's had the invite for. I've tagged him on Discord.
Oh, he said come back to him. Anybody else there?
Yeah, you have A-Side Stainless.
Stainless, what's up? What's up?
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Disputed go TBE, and you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. Let me step away. I'm around a lot of machines right now. Yo, first off, man, last Friday was crazy, man. I enjoyed that. That was a real good time, man. I probably super chatted more than I know I did, but I was getting drunk with y'all, so it was a good time. I enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to next Friday or this Friday. I expect the same good time, fellas.
Better time, man. We won't have Marcos, so we won't have restrictions.
Restrictions here. That's what's up. That's what's up. This Chris Rock, I don't even know what to say on that, man. That's it's a shame because they too older heads too. You know, if they was even in their 40s, I could understand a little better. But these cats in their 50s now, you know what I'm saying? You look weird slapping a dude in your 50s, man. That's you know what I'm saying? Talking about keep my wife's name on it. Man, come on, bro. Like that's, you know, all respect, dude. You know, I get it. You know, she do got a, you know, alopecia, they say. I might have the same thing. I'm waiting on my doctor's report. So, you know what I'm saying? And it is a sensitive thing. I can understand that, but that's still some stuff you pull somebody to the side to. You don't do nothing like that, man. You know, you are a public figure. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the approach you should take when you are somebody that is still impactful to young people and looks to be that. So I hope that they can you know, do like Deontay and Radio Raheem, and, you know, maybe do a video after the show that they cool again, everything straight. But on to the fight stuff, man. We ain't even really get to talk about that. I'm still excited. I ain't get to talk about Kambosos Haney being made. I came on late yesterday and didn't get to raise my hand about it, but I'm happy to see that fight's being made. I know Devin Haney has been campaigning for this for a long time. And I'm happy to see that Kambosos took the fight. You know, unfortunately, Lomachenko had to back out due to, you know, what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. And Kambosos could have easily just, you know, took a tune-up fight or stay busy fight, but he didn't. So shout out to both warriors for doing that. On to Tank, man. Tank just being Tank. You know what I'm saying? He doing what Floyd taught him. Well, I'll make more money. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get to see him fight. But I got to get back to work, fellas. So as always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. Peace. Oh, yeah. Get on Discord or get left behind. Peace.
Speaking of Patreon, head on over to patreon.com/The Boxing Voice or click the link in our live chat so that you can ask Mickey Bay a question, since he'll be on the show in about 20 minutes or so. And remember, he's probably coming in hot after hearing his name brought up numerous times on the Darren Cunningham interview. So today can get pretty hot. Hopefully. So we're going to keep these phone lines moving. If you're on Discord, don't forget to raise your hand. And if you're on Skype, do the same. We're going to Miguel on, I meant to say if you're on Blog Talk, hit the number 1 and do the same, raise your hand. But we're going to Miguel on Blog Talk. Is this Miguel on Instagram?
Hello?
Hello, Miguel. Is this you?
Yeah, but I'm not on Instagram.
All
hey,
right.
On the Will Smith and Chris Rock, man, I lost a lot of respect for Will Smith. Huge fan of him, but he just kind of messed up right there. 2 old heads. And, like, I work in landscaping, and I got smacked the fuck out of a guy, my coworker. He got mad, and he just started smacking me while I was driving. And I got to tell you, man, I felt like Chris Rock. I got a chin. You don't know you got a chin until you get popped in the face, just trying to, out of surprise, you know? So, hey, Chris Rock kept his cool just like I did. And I always loved Chris Rock, too. So my respect just go out to him. He was the bigger man. And even at the end, Will Smith just acted like a little bitch by just saying, leave my wife's name out your mouth. That's all I got to say. Oh, Kambosos and Haney, I'm really excited on that. Kambosos showed great discipline, good work during the TO fight, and I wasn't expecting him to win. That was a dog fight, amazing fight, and I hope to see that with Haney. I hope he wins, though, Haney, because Bill always on the show, and I was listening to him. So that's my call, man. Great show.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. I am going to go to JT in New Orleans, but before I do that, I got a couple of screen shares that I want to get to. This was the one in question of all the reactions when Will let that smack out. And crazy. This is everybody at the Oscars. This is gold. Ain't that my girl right there, Charlize Theron or whatever? What's her name? Come on, man. She plays Snow White. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all don't know who the fuck she is. She's gorgeous. Wasn't she Tom Cruise's wife? Huh?
That's ScarJo. Scarlett Johansson.
That's Scarlett Johansson right there? Oh, from Marvel? Yeah. Okay. She's still the same beautiful. My man Rock, like, what the fuck just happened? Is that Martha Stewart at the
No. That's Meryl Streep.
Oh, Meryl Streep. Look at Matt Damon, like, oh, out of Born Supremacy, this ass right there.
Look at the Rock saying, I got to go defend another Rock right now. Let me go.
Damn, bruh. Like, don't confuse me with that Rock. That ain't me. Yo, it would have been great right there. Hey, yo, Rocco. So check this one out. This is the one I was telling you about. Well, I'm not impressed. Tupac would have shot Chris Rock for me on the red table. And this is where it all went down for Will. Like when he sat down at this red table and he doesn't want to admit it, man. You out here smacking dudes. You should be smacking his red table and get that shit out your relationship, bro. But anyway, going to JT in New Orleans. What is up?
Can you hear me?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, Rock, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'm killing this mother.
Why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yo, can you hear me?
Perfect.
I'm new to this thing. I ain't know I had to accept nothing. But it's funny to hear somebody call another man a bitch move. But at the end of the day, we don't know what Will Smith was going through. You know, I kind of agree with him. You know, because it's always an action for a reaction, and sometimes you choose to make the wrong choice. It might affect Will. He might got to pay a lawsuit. But guess what? It was the action for the reaction. Chris Rock decided to crack the joke, and he got the reaction nobody expected. And stuff like that. So, I mean, we don't know what was going on with Will Smith in his mind. It was kind of funny to see a man get slapped like that with an open hand like that because the shit was funny. I was laughing at it all night. And I kind of support Will because, like, at the end of the day, that's why when you make a choice on saying something to somebody or doing something to somebody and the reaction is not what you want or y'all thinking he's going overboard, but hey, that comes with the territory. You know, he cracked the joke. Hey, Will Smith, he was laughing first, and then when he walked up there, he bitch slapped him. So actually, he the one that was the bitch because he got bitch slapped. So I mean, they both grown men at the time, so we can't ridicule Will Smith for why he got upset with it because we don't know what's going on in their household or what he had on his mind. Because I watched the interview after he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. So apparently something was going on with him. And stuff like that. So, I mean, y'all can ridicule him all you want. I support Will Smith with it. That's my call.
Yeah, that sounds a little crazy, my friend. You're saying because something was going on, he's entitled to smack another man on national television and embarrass himself, international television, and embarrass himself and his wife. Because it wasn't just a smack. Then you go sit at your seat and act ghetto as hell. Like, but I hear you. I hear you, man. You got that fuck you money, so it's fuck you. Who's next? Anybody else got their hand raised? Anybody on Blog Talk? If you feel like I haven't gone to you, it's because you haven't hit that number 1 button, which will put you in a queue. It'll let me know that you're ready to rock and roll, and then we can get out to you. It looks like we do have a few people.
Yeah, we got Mr. CYP.
Let's go. CYP, you got to accept. Oh, he did.
He's just muted himself.
You just got to unmute now. There you go.
There we go. Oh, man, listen, man. Honestly, when it comes to another man's wife, CYP don't do too much talking, yo. I don't really indulge in that. I don't care if it's Ness' wife, Will Smith's wife. I don't really comment. But I do feel JT sympathy. And I knew me and JT would be on the same page. But we're on a show where we do a lot of talking about people we don't know, calling them names, talking shit all the time. So, of course, a lot of the community going to think it's a bad thing for you to get your ass slapped for what you say. So I ain't mad at y'all. Y'all, most of y'all pussies anyway, call another man a pussy when you done got bullied, slapped, threatened, all kind of shit and didn't do nothing. So you the pussy. When it come down to T.O., Tank, and Devin, all of them. Devin, I love you, but I wouldn't have took that deal, man. I think it's bullshit that you got to jump through so many hoops just to get a fight, man. But if that's your plan, I'm going to watch and I'm going to support. But I do think that my man Kambosos talks too much. We would not even know who Kambosos was if it wasn't for T.O. Let's be real. He's never been a headliner. He needs Devin to be a pay-per-view guy anyway. I don't understand this shit, but I get it. When you got the skills to pay the bills, they literally going to bill you for it. That's what I said. When you got the skills to pay the bills, they are going to bill you for it. Ain't that right, Bill Haney? Anyway, if y'all disagree, that's cool. But the king is spoken. CYP out.
Did we get this screen share here? So this is Will Smith when August Alsina had an affair with his wife. And, you know, he says, that feels weird, but I'll allow it. Because that's really what happened. Remember, keep in mind, everyone defending Will, when he found out that his wife was sleeping in August, he said it's cool that she could keep doing that. But when this is Will, and the bottom half of the meme, when Chris Rock makes a joke about his wife, not sticking her like August, just makes a joke. And then all of a sudden, things get out of hand. All of a sudden, he crossed the line. All of a sudden, I got to slap you. But I don't have to slap August, who's really the one that started all this. So let's just keep things in context, man. You know, it's probably better to do that. But if you want to call in and you want to voice, I got my guest here. He's a few minutes early. Yeah, bring him on in. Let's do it. I'm going to get to any super chats because I don't want to leave anybody behind. Let me see. Mickey Bay, what it do? Yeah, Danny's in the restroom, man. It's bathroom walk Danny. He's here. But go ahead and get mic'd up. Let them set you up. Looks like we got Mickey Bay in the building. If you want to ask Mickey Bay a question, you see the link is right there in the live chat. And yeah, let's get into it, man. So Mickey is obviously in studio, ladies and gentlemen, because his former pupil, Darren Cunningham, came into the building and had a lot to say. And obviously, Mickey wants to just clear the air.
Well, mainly, I'm coming in mainly for my fight.
For sure. You got to fight with Tevin Farmer.
But I do want to address that.
Can we adjust his mic, please?
Yeah, I do want to address it, though, because, you know, it was a lot of lies told.
Okay. So what do we have on the table between you and tighten it there. What do we have on the table for you and Tevin? How close are we to a fight? I know that you and Tevin obviously both came on the show. Let us know that you have agreed to it and that's all we needed, and you started to shop it.
Right.
So where are we?
You know, it's real far actually. Like I say, shit, I might be back in in the next few days.
Back in where?
Back up here. You know,
Okay.
Really, yeah.
Oh, to announce it officially.
Yup.
Okay.
Yeah. Yup.
So what are you
Real
expecting?
soon.
Maybe a week from now?
Yeah.
Oh, I see you with the water. So you like officially training?
Yeah. Yup.
Oh,
yup.
nice. Congratulations. Well, this is real then. East Coast, West Coast.
Man, it could be East Coast, West Coast, overseas. It's,
Oh, wow.
It's a whole lot of y'all got y'all passports anyway, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we already
Yeah, so-
we've been talking about
Wait, overseas like
'cause of
Australia? Because I know, are you going to be, because now you got your own fight.
Yeah.
So are you going to train Devin or be an assistant, or are you focusing on the Tevin fight?
Well, I'm focused on that fight, but I ain't sure. You know, I have to talk to Devin. You know,
Okay.
it's always a way to. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah, it's always a way to work something out. But like I say, I'm they already started camp.
Yeah, I
so
would figure
that-
they need you, and I don't mean that in a like. I don't want Bill to take that the wrong way or Devin. I mean need you in the sense that you've been in there with Kambosos. You had a split decision with Kambosos. You know, you and Devin are almost the same height. You know, there's a lot that he can pick your brain about. At least I think. I don't know.
It ain't a thing to it. Like, ain't nobody that can. But my thing is, I want Devin to get the victory. 100%.
I've been seeing
no
you
matter
on
what.
Twitter.
So, yeah, 'cause-
Maybe 3 days ago, you made a statement where you had said basically Devin has always wanted this fight, and you felt what I was interpreting from your tweet is that you felt Kambosos didn't want this fight.
like it was not of I think that was his last resort because Kambosos is smart. Fighters know when they look. I think that he saw Lomachenko. See, people interpreted it wrong, but I think that you got to think. See, people don't break this type of stuff down. He sparred with Pacquiao for years.
Mm-hmm.
So southpaw, fast. Who you think hit harder, him or Lomachenko?
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao or Lomachenko. Who got
Pacquiao.
more experience?
Pacquiao.
Who faster?
Pacquiao.
Okay, so to me, I think that he saw like, okay, this is a smaller version, excellent fighter, Lomachenko, but I think that he saw that as more of a tailor-made fight for him. Not saying that it was easy or that he didn't want to fight either one, but I could just tell like that he's seen that like, man, I could beat this is a smaller guy than me. I didn't work with Pacquiao for years. People don't look at that. That's what I meant. Like now, Devin, if you look at his style, it's a difference. It's more, it's more of an obstacle than the Lomachenko for Kambosos. I think that he can see that. Not saying that he didn't want to fight, obviously, because they fighting, but at least now people see when they was just talking, oh, Devin just it ain't much they could say now, but this how you supposed to shut people up.
Right.
Devin did a throwback move by fighting him. He wanted them cats that. He's showing that he wanted to be great. Ain't no excuses now.
What's your thoughts on the deal? Have you heard the details of the deal? And I mean the details not through Devin or Bill, but through the internet.
Yeah, but to be honest, me knowing them, I don't think it's going to be something else that's and on his behalf, it's going to be more to it than just, he signed with Bob Arum and Lou DiBella.
Mm-hmm.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
me.
It's a co-promotion between Bob and Lou.
I think
it's a 3-fight deal. 2 of them are with Kambosos. So if Devin beats him in Australia, he's got to go back to Australia, and then he's got a 3rd fight where even Lomachenko's already in the comment section of ESPN Ringside saying, "I'm next."
Oh, okay. Contracts. You ever heard the term contracts made to be broken?
Absolutely.
I think that Bob Arum, like I say, maybe a couple years ago, I was talking to them and they was like, man, we'd love to have Devin. I don't ever get into the business though. I think I kind of told Devin like, they're speaking real highly of him over there. You could never rule out a dude like Bob Arum.
Right.
Like, a lot of people, trying to throw shade, like, oh, they said they'd never. You could never say never in boxing. It's business. So, you never know what kind of deal he really threw at him. It's always options and this and that. So I'm sure they didn't just, we just going to flat out just sign the bad. Obviously, if they left Eddie Hearn, I mean, it had to be some type of good. I don't know if who knows if he even left Eddie Hearn. They talked. They could have said, all right, we're going to do this. I mean,
do a Canelo move. You sign with them for a little, come back to Eddie.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, with boxing, there's so much stuff that could happen. But, I mean, like I say, Devin should beat him. It's going.
So you're not worried? I mean, obviously, our community, Bill was here a couple days ago, and they were suggesting to Bill that Devin needs a knockout, especially in Australia, especially after Pacquiao was robbed in Brisbane. Should Devin look to stop Kambosos rather than leave it at the hands of the judges?
I don't really think so because everybody watching it, and that's going to be so much of a suspicion that, I mean, the judge is going to have a lot of pressure on him because everybody going to be saying that. Oh, man, it might be, who knows? It might be a fight to where it's super close and Devin still get the nod. So I don't think so. I just think Devin just should go in there and do what he got to do and don't even think about the judge. It's like he can't just try to go for a knockout. I mean, you can try to kind of make it decisive, but I think it's going to be fair, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be fair.
Well, I got the Axiom with a super chat to switch things up a little. I know you've seen it because the internet is undefeated. The Axiom says, rumor has it, Will Smith smacks the calendar every August.
I know you come on, Mick. I know you saw it last night.
Oh, you say he smacked the calendar.
Yeah, every August because of August Alsina. But obviously he's talking, we're all just talking smacks this morning because what he did to Chris Rock. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
What you think?
I don't know what to think. To be honest, what y'all think?
I was shocked for one.
To me, it's like it's crazy because it's like why he ain't smack dude though. Alsina.
That's what I've been saying. That's exactly what I've been saying.
Like Chris Rock, a comedian. Like I didn't see all of the jokes he said, but Alsina was hitting her. So
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
You think you gonna hit him and all the people she had the entanglements with, but
entanglements. That's right. She even fucking made the word up. Like, why is Will hitting Rock? That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
I mean, I don't know. It's definitely on shit. Well, the purpose was served either way because everybody talking about it.
Everybody.
Yeah, so they both gonna be able to make a lot of comedy things. Like, I'm sure they gonna have all of that in they they little comedy skits or whatever.
So again, you ain't never really answered when you said overseas. You talking Australia, like undercard of Devin?
Nah, no, but other places though. Y'all will know
soon enough,
as soon as possible. Yeah, I'm sure by next week.
Nick, I was hearing talks of maybe the Middle East for yourself and Tevin. Can you confirm that the Middle East is interested?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so right now we just because this would make it we both free agents, so it's like we able to kind of talk to everybody
and shop the fight around.
Yeah, because everybody kind of like the fight. Like, damn, that's a good idea, and we both agreeing. We doing it kind of the old school way. Like you want to fight, I want to fight. Yes,
Let's
do
fight,
it. We
right.
both. It's a good fight, so we kind of doing it the old school way. But, the people we talking to, they want everything super confidential and this and that. So, but I'm sure by the end of next week, it'll be, pretty much, we'd be talking about the date and everything by then.
Okay. Mick, I got to ask because I wasn't in the room when you walked in, but y'all know a couple days ago we had fighter you've worked with in the past, and Darren Cunningham, and he has some choice words and some things to say. Just watching that, and I'm sure now you've gone and watched the entire thing. What are your thoughts, and how did you feel hearing and seeing this?
Well, my thoughts, I didn't watch. I watched, I think, where he started. I didn't watch his whole interview.
Okay.
I think it could have been more, but I heard it. But my thing is like somebody in his ear. It ain't no doubt about that. Like, Danny, you've been there. I ain't even gonna put you in the middle, because I'm cool with you, you cool with him. But you seen all of the work I put in, and I did stuff that not only this, I never even looked for no money. I never made a quarter with him. I trained this cat at any time of the day, any day of the week.
But wait, what do you mean you never made money?
Oh, I never asked. I trained him on the strength of Devin Haney. Now I heard him say, I started only training because of Devin Haney. We sat down, had a meeting. It made sense. All right, Big Floyd just getting old, Floyd Sr. I've been with Floyd, so I know that system. Like, I got with Devin, we gelled, then I got with DC. I always knew both of them, but
Right.
So naturally I started working with him because of Devin Haney.
But let's talk specifically about some of the things he said, because he does have a point. He is the first person to give you the head coach position.
Yeah, right, but he's saying it like it wasn't a good thing for him.
Well, he's saying it from a standpoint where he's like, yo, I'm the first person to make him a head coach versus an assistant. Why hasn't he reached out?
Wait, he's saying that, but I did. I'm finna show y'all that he lied.
Okay.
Now, this is what I wasn't feeling. Look, here go a bunch of text messages. Like a lot of people got in his ear. So sometime when the fighter lose, they don't know how to just take accountability. I'm the more mature one, so it's a lot of stuff I ain't gonna say on here. But you better believe after that fight, even if he won by knockout, we was gonna have a talk. Either way, worried about the glitz, the glamour, the deep, he was changing, period, point blank. And that happened with a lot of young guys.
Changing because of the money, you're saying?
I'm saying he wasn't the hungry DC that I even had the first year. He was ready to get in the ring with whoever. It became a point to where we had to start choosing, I don't want to spar with this guy. But it's a lot I can go into, but I'm gonna just say this.
But if that's the case, Mick, why wasn't that addressed in camp? Why wasn't that brought up before the fight?
Wait, why wasn't what brought up?
If he didn't want to spar,
it wasn't about the training. It was about the character of stuff I was seeing, how people was getting talked to, and damn, if I got an assistant and you kind of
talking down to your assistant.
Yeah, it's just change. I noticed the small stuff,
Okay.
the way you talking to people and. The turn that everybody say you feeling yourself kind of.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't really, but hold on.
So how soon after the fight did you and him speak?
Man, every day. Now, let me tell you this. The whole year I was training him and training period, right?
Mm-hmm.
My mom died within that year. I didn't see her the whole year. This how deep in the grind I was. And then my aunt died a few weeks after that fight, 2 weeks, 3 weeks after. Her sister.
Right.
That's an 8-9 month span of 2 days. And these ain't my mom's death wasn't it was like this, boom. It wasn't like it was prepared. That shit hit me out of nowhere.
Right.
And imagine how I'm thinking. I'm like, damn, this whole year I'm grinding. I don't regret it because, it is what it is. If it's your time, it's your time. But I'm on the grind training and losing sight on family, not even going out and seeing my own mom. I'm grinding every single day.
Right.
Danny, you've seen this. We might hit you up on a Sunday. Can you come to the gym?
Yeah, late night, all times of the
guess
day.
What? This free. I ain't ever think it. Man, I did a lot of stuff.
So when you say free, obviously Darren wasn't paying you, but you did say you had a meeting with DHP, so were they paying you to spend time with Darren?
Man, listen, I wasn't expecting that. Look, I could have trained 100 people was calling me to train. They know I'm good. I don't want to be, training. Have you ever heard the term of what the hardest job is in boxing?
No.
A trainer. No contract. They can leave at any time. I ain't a dummy. I'm still a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm helping them out of love. When I train people, it's more of a personal situation. I got love for these cats. They my kids or my nephews or something. So it wasn't about no money. They can hit me up any time of the day. They know this. They can hit me at.
But when does it become about money? Because you got a life too.
No, mind you, Devin was paying me.
Okay.
And paying me good. It'd be so many rumors. This what the kids gotta understand. don't in boxing and business period. Now y'all know this, Danny. You super mature for your age, so I'm saying because I forget that you damn near their age,
right?
Yeah, but you can't never believe in he say she say, and this what it is. You can guarantee that. I know that 100%,
right?
Because I hear certain stuff he's saying like DC. You know me. These words shouldn't even come out your mouth. Like certain stuff he was saying like freeze. Like who am I coming back fighting? Tevin Farmer.
Yeah, you're fighting Tevin Farmer.
In what case did I fight Kambosos off a 3.5-year layoff? I'm a dog. The word free should never come by my name. You ask Andre Ward or anybody, the main thing they tell you they like about me is this.
Heart.
But when people get in your ear, how could you freeze as a trainer? If anything, I could say you froze as a fighter. And you, now, Darren, as good as fighter as he is, listening always been his, I ain't even going to get into all of that because we might talk to each other next week.
But specifically,
he a young dude. So
specifically, he said at the time that he needed you, his cut man Kenny Ellis was playing the role.
No, he said he was in front of him. You supposed to be right when the dude get cut. Who was just fighting? Even Edgar just fought, right? When the dude get cut, the cut man's supposed to be in front of you because they got to see. Now it's stuff I can say even during and before that fight. Listen, Darren Young, so I ain't even gonna go in and say I could say a lot of stuff.
What were you telling him? Because
one thing
he tried to tell me like, yo, even you was saying, what is he telling? But I wanted to know what you were telling him.
Yeah, you were saying it in a different way. You were saying like, damn, how did he get up?
Yeah.
And like one thing I said that if he had listened, he could have won the fight. Don't throw a hook. You keep hooking with a hooker. Don't even throw it at all. If you only got dropped with the hook, right? You only got dropped with that one punch. I begged him not to even throw the hook. What'd he do? Go out and keep throwing nothing but hooks, Trey. But that happened when you young, so I ain't tripping on that.
Is that his power punch?
No, not at all. That's what I'm saying. Why you even trading hooks with the cat? You got dropped with him twice. Don't throw the hook at all. I said a lot of other stuff, but like one thing, this the thing. All right, I don't know if y'all seen the interview when I told my story about my situation with Mayweather. Y'all ever hear anything on that?
Yes.
Now, when I did that interview, did it sound biased? Like I said all the good shit he did for me too. Did he mention how much better I got him and 100 other things I did for him? Because I ain't going to sit on here and say it.
Nah.
Because it'd be, I ain't going to brag about stuff I did out of my heart. Financially and everything. You could call me about anything. He wasn't going to get the word no. Bad thing. The crazy thing is he could still hit me up. Because I look at that like, man, that's some childish shit, somebody in his ear. And they got to realize that, young guys got to realize, period, that all this internet and he say, she say, and this and that, it's easy to just hit me up. But hold on, we going to cut to the chase because he said we ain't talk. So first you can read that thread and then you can go over about a few more times. Now, it was conversations in the middle of that.
What's the date, though?
No, hold on. I'll show you the date on everything. See, one thing about me.
Cause he like, yo, Ness, you better at your job. You know, you be. I'm like, damn, he wanted me to press you, and I didn't even know y'all wasn't together.
Yeah, I knew y'all wasn't together, but I didn't know that it was a problem.
No, it wasn't. I'm finna show the fact. That's why I said when people get in your ear. Like, see, the main thing is probably because, yeah, I was kind of stepping back a little bit out of the trainers, other than, you know, I trained my young kid Amari, who I had every fight before he even turned pro.
Right.
Yeah, I was kind of, they know, one thing they know about me, I ain't trying to.
So wait, you was stepping back from Darren?
No, not from Darren. What I'm saying is to get my own life, like, damn, let me sit back. My mother died, my aunt died.
Okay.
This shit getting like, so hold on.
Okay, so you was taking time for yourself due to personal reasons.
That fight was August
14th or something.
August 14th, 2021.
Hold on.
Yeah, man, because I was sitting here, and if you go back to watch that,
going down.
If you go back to watch that interview, Mick, I was pretty quiet, right?
Yeah.
I was pretty quiet for a number of reasons. You know, I have a close relationship with you both, but I was just sitting here, because I'm a firm believer. It's three sides to every story.
Right.
your side, my side, and the truth, right? I just couldn't. I'm like, wow. There's like in my head, I'm like, there's no way.
Hold on. You gotta go this way. Oh yeah. But look, you still going right now. You see the communication after the fight.
We on
and the
August.
good shit I'm saying.
We on August 18th, and obviously
We still talking,
you're
right?
texting him more than he's texting
and
you.
we having calls in between that.
It's definitely Mickey Bay texting him
Now
way
how
more.
genuine do that sound, and me sending them screenshots of my dad saying how good he fought. And this
Yeah, and
that.
not only that, he says right here, no doubt, coach, I appreciate you 100. Like, when did things change?
Now hold on. Now go ahead.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
Now see, that's what I say when dudes in your ear.
And it even says that you said, yo, Devin said you showed Matt how he was like, yeah, what he's saying. So he was happy to know that Devin watched the fight. I don't know what happened. He might have to come back and show some receipts because something ain't right.
No, I could tell you probably what it is.
Now, what do you say to him? Because
I
he
wanna
feels
tell you
like
something else, right? Hold on. Not even when I
talking to the mic, back.
Nah, I want to make this clear. After this shit, that's it. We ain't going back and forth. It ain't even, we ain't making this. Now hold on. I want to show y'all something because, hold up. This is now this is November.
After the fight.
November
Way
7th,
after the fight.
He fought again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look. What date do that say?
It says November 7th.
Pass that to Danny.
The day after.
But you was
after
not
he
in
fought
this
his
fight?
next fight. Nah, but he know. Remember, I told you my family situation.
Yeah.
I told him, let me get a little bit of time. We chopped it up.
Yeah.
Now look. But see, like I say, now mind you, that ain't the FaceTimes and the calls we had as well.
Mm.
Where I can go before that and still show you where I was still telling them shit and was still sending them stuff.
So did you ever give him a conversation where you was like, we might not work together, or
No,
did you give him a time frame when you thought you'd be ready?
Now let me tell you this, and I ain't tripping on this. Already a week or two within the fight, I was already hearing, oh man, he getting another coach, this and that. I was already hearing
after the fight.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, because when the fighter lose, you know what happened.
Yeah.
Like, they got to find
an excuse.
But guess what, man? I ain't tripping on that. I'm with you. Whether you with me or not. Like I said with Devin, I doubt if I'm gonna be in this camp. Dev could still hit me up.
Why do you doubt that though?
I mean, they already been training. Like the pops, I ain't talked to.
But
him.
why you ain't calling? How you ain't
Who?
calling for the biggest fight of his career?
No, it ain't about me calling. What I'm saying is I don't want to embarge on the situation that if y'all already got stuff going, the father is the head coach, right?
Yeah.
I know I always get the call when it's time to work. Like everybody.
But don't you think you should check in?
I already have. Like
Okay.
I'm just saying, like this is a minute ago. But I'm not. But my thing is this: I don't take nothing personal.
Why do you think you're not getting the call? Why you not? Because again, I think you're very useful for this particular camp because of your experience with Kambosos.
I ain't gonna lie. In this day and age, I mean, this shit is just boxing all over the place. When it come to like that side of it, it's great as far as like the money and this is the best ever when it come. But when it come to training, it's sloppy. Like as far as like just.
But again, if Devin and Bill are like your family, shouldn't you still show up and be like, look, I know what I could provide because I've been in it with Kambosos, Bill. I want to be here regardless.
Hold on, they know this. Like, I'm not saying they not. All I'm saying is I don't know. What I'm saying is Devin, whether I'm there or not, he could call me. I'll come to his house at night and train. Devin know.
Mm-hmm.
He could call me. Like, but I'm saying when the meetings get called for the gym, I know how that can't operate.
Yeah.
I know when people got the call, whatever. But I'm saying that don't mean there's no beef or no this, that. Maybe they got plans on saying, all right, we wanted to wait till it was signed. But what I'm saying is whether I'm in or not, I'm going to still call Devin and get him advice and tell him how to beat him. And Devin going to beat him regardless. Number one, I'm going to just say that. Like, Devin's so talented. Devin is so talented that it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, Devin is I mean, if he's showing everybody that, man, this kid 23 and he got the balls and everybody thought that, oh, you just saying that because this is your people. And then, nah, man, this dude really, now y'all see. I mean, this cat really wanted to fight Lomachenko like 2 years ago. And even I'm looking like, damn, we don't need him yet. Like, I think, even though I kind of knew, like, already probably, I know he beat him now, hands down. But this 2 years ago, when Devin like 20, 21, he like, man, listen, let's start working on for him. Like, you know, we was training for him. So that's how I knew he wasn't playing about it.
But as a dude that's been in there with Kambosos, are you worried at all that you're not in camp to tell him some of the sneaky, crafty things that he does?
I mean, I ain't gonna hold back and say that and act like somebody can prepare him like I can for him. Hell no.
That's what I'm
Who would
saying.
think that? I'm a dude that damn near beat him off 3.5-year layoff, let alone, listen.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna just be real with you. Just 100% real. Devin the easiest person in the world for me to train.
Why?
Man, number one, we come from the same system. Only we know this because we've been with Floyd Sr. for a while, and Devin could do it all. And it's just like I play my role in situations it's a lot more that I always would like to do with Devin. And I could see certain things that other people might can't see, but it take for people to sit down and really have open ears with me to see. Everybody know what I know once they, but if you already got a game plan, like I say, I wasn't the head coach. But the knowledge in my brain is fucking I might fucking be 75, 80 years old in my boxing brain. That's a fact. Like, simple for me to say, Dev, do this, don't do that. Man, easy. Like, I probably can beat him in the rematch, fucking Kambosos, let alone you give me my 23-year-old that, of course, I ain't got the
reflexes of a 23-year-old.
No, I ain't gonna lie, my reflex there, but and Devin endurance is sick. Like, fucking the best I ever seen, damn near. Like, I'm still not, I'm nasty for my age. That's really what I'm coming back to prove. Like, God damn, at 38, you could fucking go. Like, but I ain't gonna lie and say that I got what Devin got, but he one of the only couple people that I could say that about. That's why I'm fighting, that.
And endurance translates to stamina in the ring.
Yeah, but Dev got that too. Like,
the heart.
And it's another thing with fighters. See, I got a handful of guys that I trained, and Danny been there through the whole fucking duration, really. Like Truck, Devin, Darren, the Mason brothers, and Amar. I consider them like my kids. Like,
shit, even working with Shamar, right?
Yeah, Shamar. But I'm saying I had a long time with these cats, so I know them all individually. Like, I'm talking about even from a personality aspect, from a knowing when they off, knowing when they on. It's a lot of elements to this, like, where they gifts, they strengths, they weaknesses, when they feeling good on this day, when they not feeling good. So, that's a big part of the game too, to know this and to see that. Like when it come to guys like Dave, I can look and tell, like, oh shit, today finna be that kind of day. Like, but one thing about him is he clutch. He don't have too many. His off day still gonna look good.
Yeah, I feel like an ideal relationship between the trainer and the coach. It's almost like a marriage, right? It's almost like a relationship.
Man, listen.
Right? You see your girl's face, you're like, all right, I'm gonna just shut the fuck up right now. Or, when y'all in the bed, it's like y'all been together, so you know what she like, you know what she don't like. And to me, based off what you're saying, that's the relationship you've had with your fighters, is knowing, okay, today's not an off day, or maybe right now he got this fucking with him, so we gonna do this, and
Yeah, see, I think that's what a lot of trainers missing nowadays, because this is the thing that people don't get. Everybody do a lot of this nowadays, barking, but not a lot of bite. I'm about bite. I don't talk a lot. I deliver. Like, I'm the kind of dude that when I was growing up, if a dude talk, we got to fight. Like, it wasn't no talking. You got to understand who you dealing with, even on a personality aspect, even with me. A dude to say, man, why you wasn't saying this or that? Man, I don't do a lot of talking. If I say something, I plan to back it up. So that's like me. I say I'm a killer dude. That mean I'm a really try to kill him for real. Like, so I gotta watch what I say. But I'm just making an example of people nowadays who so much barking that I'm old school when it come to that. I don't talk a lot and don't plan to back that shit up or do it. Like,
so what'd you, given that you're saying this, what'd you make of Darren saying he's the gift that keeps on giving, and you know that he would like a fight with you?
Man, that's just talk. Like, I mean, I would have loved to hear that he wanted to fight Schoolboy. What's his name? Cool Boy Steph.
Yeah.
Leo. What's the kid Floyd got?
Angelo Leo.
Yeah. I mean, realistic fights. I know he's saying that from people in his ear. That ain't even realistic. We not even the same weight. I mean, I would rather hear realistic stuff. Like, and another thing, right? You know the kid that he fought. He was stuck in the Philippines begging my brother, like, can you help me? Can you help? He know that what kind of dudes we are. We like that. We try to help people. If dude was blowing my brother up, like, man, he can't get out the country. Oh, I ain't gonna say the personal stuff, begging to help. So my brother, all right, like, man, I'm gonna help dude out, sign him, try to get him over here. And however, he might have took that a certain kind of way.
Well, he definitely took that.
But he ain't have to, because he could fight the guy if he wants.
That's how I looked at it. I was giving credit to your brother. I'm like, yo, the Bay brothers doing a good job for Darren. They signed the dude that beat him so they could ensure the rematch.
No, but it was mainly on the fact that the way dude was struggling.
I get that. But from a business standpoint, if I'm your fighter, you just signed the dude that beat me. You giving me an opportunity at a rematch.
Where he can't.
He can't go away.
Well, I can't. I ain't even going. I never even talked to dude before. Mm-hmm. So my brother more on the business tip. So I can't even. But I know for a fact that was the reason why he did it. Like, man, dude need help bad. This that same way. Darren know how. No different than I helped him. He's seen what I do behind the scenes. Like, so. But when you young, like I say, when you listen to that Floyd, when I told my story, I still spoke on the good stuff that he did. He did some fucked up ass shit. Like, yeah, I still quiet though for years and sacrificed.
I remember
a long time out of my career. Like, if you think what Tank's saying is something else, like, I ain't even get a chance to even do what he doing at all. Like, and I had to be quiet.
I was gonna bring that Tank situation up. You know his contract up, and it's been all over the internet that it seems like they're going separate ways.
So what you asked me, because I'm definitely going to keep it real.
I mean, why do you think he's going to leave Floyd, and can he be on his own? Will he still be able to be the attraction?
Hold on, you credit Floyd for what he doing?
I mean, that's his promoter.
Y'all forgetting that Al Heyman is in there, the big dog. That's the one that really make the shit happen.
So, but that's the thing, right, that we were asking each other, and obviously you've been in that position as far as signing Floyd, working with Al, so you can...
No, hold on.
You wasn't with Al.
That's the missing one. See, I got kept away from Al.
Oh.
I got kept away purposely. That was my whole...
Why do you say purposely?
Man, listen, if I spoke on the shit, look, Al grew up with my grandparents. We both from Cleveland. We know, like, it's a different... Most of these fighters don't even know Al. It's a different situation that it was with me and Al. Like, it was different.
So then how could Floyd keep away...
Man,
Al from you if you already knew Al?
Who the biggest money maker in the game?
Floyd.
I know to step back and not even make it uncomfortable for him at a certain point. Like, listen, if you got this cat, I ain't even gonna embark. But listen, I know. See, this is the thing about cats in this game. They think like I'm gonna go back to dudes talking a lot. Just because the dudes say something don't mean they mean it. So a dude could say they love you and this and that if you get what I'm trying to say. But they go and fucking put a dagger in you and try to fucking destroy your whole shit. Like, I don't want to hear all that talk. I ain't gonna lie, Floyd seemed like he maturing and he grew a little bit, like just me watching this interview, but I don't believe in talk. That's what I'm saying, because I got hugs and heard dudes say they love me and this and that. But on the flip side, I get like, man, all kind of shit.
You get what? I want to know. You get shelled? What is happening?
I got shelled for years.
But personally, why? Why do you think you didn't get the fights you needed? Why do you think?
Bitch ass cousin. I ain't sugarcoating shit. His cousin know what he did when he managed me.
You talking about Dewan Blake?
Yeah. He know what he did. And then for him,
what'd he do?
Now this something that and don't think that I'm over it. Like, I'm over it. But like I'm like, for me to put all this work in for all these years to get a dude that never managed and to come in and then it wasn't no talks. or wasn't no apology, like, man, my fault. You the first fighter I managed. I made a mistake. I'll be like, all right, man, I get it. But to just, it's the stuff people do beyond that, like, putting in the phone calls behind the scenes. Oh, don't do this for this dude. Don't do that. It'd be different stuff, but,
How do you know someone's calling behind the scenes saying don't do for
allegedly.
her?
Like, I'm going to just say, but I want you to hear, I did a couple interviews on it. Danny, you heard it was on a couple.
Yeah.
We'd have to probably do a whole segment, and if you go back and listen to that, then I can come back on. But it's a dirty-ass sport. I ain't going to trip because guess what? It's mistakes that I probably made in there too. Not big ones, but as far as me taking shit too personal. But I just wanted to fucking fight. I couldn't even get a fight for years. Like, and we see that going on now with a lot of their fighters. Like,
definitely.
The only good thing is that Tank signed with Al. He was already with him before he went to Mayweather. See, when I tried to get with him, oh, hell no. No, it was just a whole lot of resistance. And
So let me ask you, do you think that Tank is still going to be with Al and will remain with Al, or is he because the way I was telling Danny is like, yo, I started this with Al if I'm Floyd. Like, I'm Al's biggest fighter, like you said. We essentially started this company. Like, is Al all of a sudden going to be like, well, Floyd, I'm still fucking with Tank, or is he going to ride with Floyd?
I ain't gonna lie to you, it might be uncomfortable for Tank.
Yeah,
because Al's a great dude.
But he's loyal.
Solid, but business is business. Like, that's why I had to say, all right, I get it. Floyd, if he making 9 figures a fight, I ain't gonna get, it's about money at the end of the day. No matter how much a dude care about me, you grew up from home with my P. All of that is business. Like, you can only help but so much. Like, I think that at the end of the day, Floyd, with Floyd, some stuff is not hands-on because he got a lot of stuff going on. He got a lot of people pulling on. Like I say, I stressed all the great stuff that he did do for me. Like, it ain't no way I would even be in Vegas. If stuff destined is destined, but obviously it was destined for me to be with the Mayweathers. When I came out here, Floyd was like fucking Devin's age right now. Like, didn't nobody think nothing to Floyd. They thought that I was making a bad move coming out here to work with the Mayweather. Now you see everybody trying to copy him. So, like I say, it's Floyd, his perception of reality is different. But the only thing that he got to realize, you're not always right just because you got more money than everybody in the game. He think he never could be wrong. That's my only problem. Like, some stuff might not be, if you see stuff through his lenses, it's way different because I seen the transformation in the living room. Him going from being pretty boy to Money Mayweather. It ain't even sound realistic like it could happen. And to see it happen and to snap the finger and say, all right, I turned into this and just morphed into this. The next thing you know, seeing $150 million checks and $100 million checks is like, could throw you off. Like, so, in all fairness, but this stuff you see when you get more mature. That's why I say with Darren, it ain't gonna be no more talk after this. He can hit me up or whatever problem he got. We can sit down about it or whatever, because when you young, it's still stuff that you don't appreciate or you don't see until you get older.
It sounds like maybe because I asked him like, yo, why didn't you reach out to him? Like,
yeah.
And he's like, it sounds like that's not
well, no. He answered it different. When you said, why didn't you reach out? He said, Danny, didn't I reach out to you?
Yeah. As far as that.
So he was making it seem like,
we just
you supposed
that,
to,
right?
Yeah, we debunked that. He gonna have to show us something else.
But no, and I was just going at Mick just said, that's enough talking on that. At least here, if we would like to sit down and talk. But what I was getting at, it sounds like he doesn't want to sit down, because I was like, yo, like, there's no way.
Oh, we don't got to, but I'm saying he ain't going to just come on here lying, though. Like, I just proved that. But I'm saying concentrate on the task at hand.
No, I hear you.
You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's you're not a rapper. You a boxer. Like, concentrate. That, and it's just advice. But like I say, I don't got to come on here and say all of this stuff, because I just showed y'all we talked that was in November.
Yeah.
And we probably talked after that, because these just text messages. So we didn't seen each other shit like 2 months ago. But like I say, people get in your ear. But when you let people do that, because that happened to me when I was younger. people got in my ear, oh man, you shouldn't be with it. And then I listen, and then later in my years when I sit back and I say, damn, let me sit down and see where I went wrong. Like, damn, I should have stayed here. I should have went about this way. Ain't nobody perfect. So
What'd you make of the comment regarding that the show in August saying that was his show, that wasn't a Babe Brother show, that was his show?
I mean, he was the main event. He know good and well.
Coleman.
Well, yeah. Truck was the main, but he know good and well that shit wouldn't exist if we wasn't in there. I ain't got to say a lot of the stuff because that's lame to me to get on here and brag and say what I did and this and that. Like,
it's your promoter's license.
Listen, he young, so it's a lot of stuff that he even gonna think different about in 6 months to a year. But like I say, when there's people in the ears and it's he say, she say, instead of dudes sitting down, that happened a lot in boxing. The dude, it's so easy to even mess a dude's situation up with talk. Like, I can come and say, oh, this dude said this, he said that, he said this. Without a dude even going to that guy and checking, they already feel a certain kind of way. I'm just making an example because I see this happening a lot. But when you stand firm and you know, like, why would a dude do all of this? Mainly, I think the main thing is with him is that I just didn't train him. The one fight he was cool with that. We just seen that, supposedly. But my priority still had to circle back and become Devin Haney. Like, you know, it's a lot of stuff that turmoil that even happened, in they situation. I ain't gonna get on all of that, but it's a lot of he say, she say. That's all I'm gonna say. But when cats young, they say a lot of stuff, but dudes he need to just focus on the topic at hand and focus on the little dudes in his weight.
Do you think that this is all coming because of the new partnership with the CMG and he just feels like that's a bigger brand than Bay Brothers?
No, we wasn't trying to we just had a light. I wasn't trying to promote him. He was with Devin Haney. Like, that ain't had nothing to do with nothing. We wasn't never intending on signing him. See, this the thing, and the dudes won't give you credit for this. This is the kind of person I am. I put situations together that's best for you. Never we had our promoter's license. We did a couple other shows other than that. That's something my brother doing, that he got full-time time to do.
Right.
Never did we ever say we signed Darren or we want. You'd never hear that. But it's a lot of things that happen. It's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that led up to a lot of good situations happening for him. But all I can do is, if you ask me for help, is try to point you in the right direction and help out. That's it. Now, if I'm supposed to be God and make everything fucking 100% on the mark, I don't know where you expect that from. But like I said, at the end of the day, wasn't nobody never even trying to intend to do that or to sign them or to do that anyway.
I got some questions here from the people. David Maldonado says, who wins and how? Teofimo Lopez versus Tank Davis.
I'll probably go with Tank.
Yeah. Were you in the building when Tank and Devin sparred?
Yeah.
The second time at Floyd's.
Yeah, I was there the second time. I wasn't there the first time.
At Floyd's, okay.
How old was he the second time?
Devin, maybe like 17 or something.
Well, hold on. He's what, 23 right now? And that was 7 years ago, so 16.
17.
I was young.
Yeah.
16.
Was that session that good that Mayweather would have kept Tank away from Devin? Because I just look at it like, why aren't Devin and Tank fighting? Those two, have you been to either of their? I mean, obviously you've been to Devin.
It'd be a huge fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Like, why are they staying away from each other for so long? They got drama, It's not like they haven't talked about each other. It's not like they haven't sparred. They've both been affiliated with Mayweather. It seems like one of the biggest fights to make at 35.
And they both
bringing the most money.
Well, not just that, but I was gonna say, as far as demographics is concerned, it's like
they share the same audience.
Yeah, they definitely share the same audience. Can you pull up that meme that that website, that blog site put up about Devin? I don't know if you've seen this, Mick. But while he pulls that up, Well, look, me personally, I'm as far as the Darren,
Ready, Trav.
As far as the we'll get to this first.
Oh shit! I called you Trav Austin.
Yeah.
My bad. They calling Devin the Thanos of the Instagram models because he racking up so
this
many.
was recently?
This was today.
Oh, that's funny.
Or
20 hours ago.
20 hours ago. So yesterday.
Young cat just having the ball. You know.
Yo, scroll through this, because this is terrible, Mick. This is terrible. This is a like hip hop blog site that is like screenshotting this young lady's Instagram story and saying that she was rocking the Champs jewelry, whatever the case may be. But they terrible. Like keep scrolling us because it gets worse. It gets worse, right? So like that's a screenshot of a video and they're showing that.
And she got the Dev ring or the alleged.
The alleged, you know.
And there it is again.
Yeah. More power to Champ, right? Beautiful cars, beautiful women, beautiful paydays. But no, but as far as the Darren situation, you know, for me it's unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate because I'm like, man, I was sitting here, he's talking, and I'm just thinking like of all the hours, because it was a lot of hours I spent with y'all, Mick. Especially the year of the pandemic. It seemed like it was a part-time job with y'all, you know, being in the gym. You'd have Truck in DC earlier in the day, and then Dev would come in that night. Ness, we was there. I'm talking. It
10,
was like
12 hours
right.
a day.
It was
Dudes
like,
they ain't gonna talk about. He ain't gonna talk about that.
But you know, regardless of Darren feels the way he feels, and obviously you feel the way you feel. I really do hope you guys are able to talk it out.
Well, at least you left the door open, right? At least you continue to say, I'm not going to talk about it no more publicly. He can call me. And hopefully, you know, that's what happens for Darren. It clicks and he calls you and you guys can link back up. I want to ask about Shamar Canal. What's going on with him? Are you working with him? I know he's with Devin Haney.
No, that's my little dude, though. You know, I'm cool with his manager, Matt Fowler, just with his manager in New York. He got a trainer out there in New York. He's with Devin Haney Promotions, but naturally, whoever's was with Devin, you know, I work with them when they there. The only one that I really trained full time was Amari, other than Darren. That was with that was the last person I trained as far as what's
with next.
Devin. We was just training.
Are you still training with Amari? Or
yeah, he took a couple weeks off.
Okay,
yeah.
He's 5-0 now, right?
Yeah, he's 5-0.
What's next for him?
He was supposed to have a fight. It got canceled.
Okay.
But yeah, man, real good fighter, excellent listener. Like, I mean, he mature in that ring. His improvement, he improved so much that, man, like since I first had him to now, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, he toasting dudes now. Like, I'm talking about, man, like he improved a lot. But man,
so you said you had him since the amateurs. How many fights in?
No. Well, after that, when after he was deciding to turn pro, you know, he was one of them guys with not a lot of amateur fights.
Okay.
So he came out with Devin at maybe 17, 18. I start training him straight from then.
Weren't you one of the people? I know Amari. It was Amari first, but are you familiar with Najee Harris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amari's the one that put me on to him. He just had a fight. What was that, Friday? Ness?
Who?
Najee Harris?
Nah, you talking about Lopez.
Lopez, yeah.
You talking about Najee Lopez with the dreads.
Yeah.
He nice. Cruiserweight?
Yeah.
So, Amari, where is he going to win that first title at? Because it seems like he's going up and up, right?
Growing, man.
Yeah.
He didn't groove like damn near probably 2 inches. He's still a kid. So, I mean, I like for him to just fight wherever he's comfortable at. You know, one thing that I never been is a big believer in dropping all them pounds. I ain't a big believer in too much weight loss.
But does he have the body to be 160 pounds? There's some grown-ass men out there.
He can make 54 easy.
Okay.
But I like for him to be at a weight where he can make his weight comfortably. So we might fight at.
He's big,
if
though.
a fight
6
pop
feet.
up, I might just say, man, let's just do it at 58, 57. Like, we ain't got to lose too much weight. Like, you know. But, yeah, he growing. There ain't no telling where he might end up because he only 19, so who knows.
Talk to me about his last fight. That's the one that went the full 6, even though he still got the stoppage.
Yeah. Man, he showed that he was clutch and he was mature because Tim Lee could fight. Like, that wasn't no easy fight. Y'all know Tim Lee, right? I mean, for a 19-year-old on that stage, he stood up and he delivered. You know, Amari delivered. He man, dude, he easy to train. I put it to you like that. He's so teachable and coachable that he just make my job easy. Like, you know, especially for him to be that young. It's like, damn, I could tell him, like, you know, right in the middle, you know, he could be in the ring and I just say, do this, do that. He gonna at least try it.
Do you think that comes from most fighters because they haven't gotten to the top, so they're desperate, they're hungry to get to that world title, so they're eager to soak in everything you're giving them?
Most people still can't do it.
Oh, yeah?
They might hear you, but they don't really listen. Like, you know, that happened from experienced fighters. They won't even, you know, it's hard to adapt into, you know, some people just don't listen. That's just how it is. I'm talking about with good fighters. Like I experienced that. Like, you know, like even a dude like Devin, man, the dangerous thing about him is he real coachable and real. He still want to get better and still want to, like, he not like, oh, I'm already here. I'm already. You know, a lot of people, you can't tell them shit. You know, when they get there. You know, Devin is real coachable and a real good learner. But like I say, his ceiling is high, like, you know, but everything got to be done smart. Like, you know, everybody now is kind of competing with Floyd, basically.
He set that bar. We got James Valdez. Let me get some of these. James Valdez from San Antonio says, Danny called out Ness for a Border Wars comeback fight, but Ness brushed it off. If that fight was made, who you got?
Wait, what fight?
Me.
Oh, man.
Never mind.
We was talking about getting some rounds.
Scott, the Christian Fight Fan, says, what's up, Coach Bay? Thank you for blessing the best boxing podcast on the planet, TBV. What was the game plan for Edgar Berlanga in the Steve Rolls fight? Seems like Edgar had a hard time setting up his shot and cutting off the ring. Cutting off the ring for sure.
Yeah, one thing I'm going to say, if they ain't already said, I mean, we know he came off of
the arm surgery.
So do the math. Like, I ain't going to say no more than that. You know, I don't know if they already said it or what, but obviously if a aggressive dude ain't throwing punches, it's kind of common sense to me. Like, but you know, like I say, I was in for a small role. He got a head coach. He got a camp. I ain't coming in I helped on the part that I helped at. But like I say, if you do the math and you see, like, obviously it's common sense, like, you know. But at the same time, some fights is about getting a W. See, a lot of dudes would rather look pretty and lose than look ugly and win.
Yep.
I'd rather look, not saying that it was ugly, but I'd rather get the W. We seen a good fighter lose that night.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
That was doing the whole, you know, and I like dude, but I'm saying, and we seen a little B-Hop talking about, we ain't had no bet, did we, on him versus Shakur? Because there's so many people I bet that I don't remember.
I would have never made a bet on him versus Shakur because they both my guys.
Okay,
like, I'm from Newark, and B-Hop, man, I've been knowing B-Hop since he was like 8.
Nah, I ain't writing dudes off because of that, but what I'm saying is, like, it could have been worse. Like, Steve Rose is an awkward opponent with experience that only lost to Triple G. It could have been a loss that night. Yeah. Sometimes you got to know how to just get the win and keep it pushing. You ain't going to look your best in every win. But like I say, if you ain't physically nowhere near 100%, stuff just happen.
Yeah, I just said.
Would you like to be back in that corner, though? Because I feel like he kept letting.
And I wasn't in the corner either. Like, you know, like I say, I.
You know, they spoke about you, though.
Oh, yeah, right. It's hard.
On the telecast.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, people that know me know. Like, you know, if you talk to people that really know boxing and know. See, I don't do a lot of bragging and a lot of tutorials and this and that. Like, but Man,
You should think about that.
man,
Do you have a YouTube
I
channel?
know listen, I could say that.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Nah.
We're going to have to talk to Mickey Bay about building
I'm gonna
up
put
the
it to
coach's
you. I'm
corner.
gonna put it to you like this. But see, that's the thing. I like. See, number one, I got respect for guys that train for many years. I train here and there. I can't do this full time, and it got to be a specific fighters. People not like they used to be when it come to the discipline. Like I say, as a businessman, boxing is the hardest job in boxing because of the point that it's no contract, it's no this, it's no that. They can walk off. You get the most blame when something happens. So my thing is it don't really make sense to build a fighter or put all this time. I learned that early. Like, even though I don't regret nothing I done, because like I say, every fighter I train, I'm always, even if I am in the gym, these dudes that it can always circle back around. I could always, because nobody gonna know them better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this one thing that a lot of people don't appreciate until it might be gone but when it come to me, if I'm with you, I could see certain stuff and see a lot of guys don't have the ability to, I could say a lot of trainers don't have the ability to know what's best for that fighter that they would at the time. That's a problem to me. Like, you got to know what's best for that one fighter. That was something I was able to do early. Like, I only been training a couple years, but it's who I learned from. I've been with the greats since I was a kid. I've been with Emmanuel Stewart, Floyd Mayweather Sr., Tommy Rollins, and the guys like that. And if you look at who they learned from, it's the GOATs, the Eddie Futches, the Dale Williams, the dudes that trained probably 80-90% of the best fighters ever. So, and even my first trainer came up with Joe Louis and all them, Forrest Caldwell out of Cleveland. And my dad, my grandfather came up fighting with Sugar Ray Robinson and them. He was he could have been a champion. So my thing is, I'm just more humble about it. So dudes expect for me to just talk. I don't do a lot of talking. Like, when I say talking, that shit, like, you ain't see nowadays the games is different. It's so much people wanting attention because of the social media. If I'm here to train Devin, my job, I'm just making an example. My job is I ain't gonna let you know everything I know. I want you to sleep because I know 99% of these cats don't know what I know. I know that for a fact. I ain't been around the dude that impressed me in training. It only been 2-3, a handful of people that have really impressed me because I know the game. You can't con me.
Who impressed you, Mick?
Right now, just from who I've been around and
just what you've seen.
You mean historically and or just in this day and age?
Just in the sport right now. What trainers impress you?
Let me think. Just from afar, let me see. Probably Derrick James. Derrick James. Bosey.
Bosianis.
Yeah, people don't give him credit. That's a part of not knowing boxing. But I've been around, so I seen when I was coming up, he had a bunch of good fighters. I'm talking about Bernard Hopkins' nephew, Demetrius. He had other real good fighters. I look at, man. I can't count. They done. But
who done?
I was gonna say the Mayweather. Everybody know that. Shoot now. Man, you would probably have to name I can't. A lot of them to me. I'm gonna tell you this: the best trainers to me is not even in the spotlight because I know real boxing. So, I come from Cleveland. You from the Midwest. What Roger said ain't no myth. I ain't never been around the shit that I seen in Ohio and Michigan and the Midwest. Ain't nobody matched. Like all of the shoulder rolling and the slick shit come from there. Like that's what we do. Like, and the stuff I heard there is.
I thought Philly invented the shoulder roll.
No, they didn't invent it. That's called the Philly shell or whatever. That I guess that when that video game came out and they put that, everybody start. But nah, the shoulder roll is the Midwest thing. Like the Midwest roll is what they call it as well. You got the Philly shell, Philly, another place, like I say, that got good teachers. Like it'd be dudes in places like Ohio, Chicago, Detroit, Philly that's better than these dudes you see in the spotlight. See, I know how to decipher that, but a lot of cats don't.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on Eddie Reynoso?
I mean, he seemed like a dedicated, real dedicated, and good for who he has. But I like teachers. Like, to me, great trainer. I can't take nothing away, but it looked like he got most of what he got from Floyd Sr. and Roger. Like, if I can see through that. Yeah,
Eddie.
I can see through that. I've been with them. So, to me, if it was no Floyd
it's funny
Mayweather,
because people say Canelo learned from the Mayweather loss.
Did.
You think it was the trainer that learned from the Mayweather loss?
They both did. Nah, that ain't a bad thing. Because Eddie he better than most of these trainers out now. But what I'm saying is back in the day, it was a lot of teachers. So when you take a dude like me that's this young, it's dudes that's older than me that can't really humble themselves to see me as the teacher because I'm younger. But if you realize who I've been around and what I know, and it can be an advantage there that you could use it as. But
that's what I'm talking about.
So what are your thoughts on Ben Davison?
He's a young trainer.
I mean,
he got your spot, champ.
Whoa.
That's what Bill said. Bill said, if I can't get vaccinated, I'm sending Ben and Devin.
Yeah, I mean,
the press conference, though.
I mean,
to the press conference.
Come on, Bay. Mickey, tell this dude, if you send him to the press conference, he in the corner, right?
I'm going to put
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying, what I'm saying is, it's not like Bill, because you was like, I'm sending Ben. Because I'm not vaccinated, I'm sending Ben. So, okay, sending Ben to what though? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh,
we gotta give context. We gotta give context. We gotta give context.
Yeah, he said we sent him to the press conference.
To the press conference. Should one take place
before he could get vaccinated?
Before he could finish getting, or before he
but
can get
the point
vaccinated.
still remains is that Ben is on call. Like, Ben gonna be there. If you sending him to the press conference, Ben is gonna be there.
You vaccinated, Mick?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, my thing is this. See, Bill's a smart dude, especially when it comes to business. Like, to me, when you dealing with situations, to me, one thing that's missing this day and age is simply communication sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, back in the day, you did sometimes have, like, Sugar Ray Leonard had, he had, what's his name? What's the dude that had Ali? Angelo Dundee. But then he had, I knew the dudes that really, Dave Jacobs and the, I forget the other cat name. Them was the dude that was doing the technical, physical work than you had. So my thing is that Bill, he been around with other people copying, so it kind of gave him an advantage because we know everybody mainly trying to copy Floyd and Roger. Like, y'all could see that.
Right.
But it's a difference when you really been with them because, yeah, it might look cute and get people views, but you're not doing it the right way. That's why it's a big difference. Like, and to me, that's why a lot of these fighters are going to have a problem with dudes like Devin.
But you sound almost as if you feel certified with that Mayweather style. But does Floyd Sr. speak of you like that? Does he feel he's handed it down to you?
It ain't just that. It's stuff that I learned that they don't do.
So you kind of just added your own twist to it.
But here's my thing. No, not even my own twist. I've been with other people too. But at the same thing, it's like I said, each fighter's different. Everybody think of the shoulder roll only when you think of Mayweather. No, it's a million other things I learned from him. But he older, so he might not remember. He can't physically do it. What I'm saying is I've been there.
Right.
So I ain't faking like a lot of these dudes. So when it's hard to impress me when I've been with Emmanuel Stewart and Floyd Mayweather.
But my question is more, does Floyd Sr.
I mean, Floyd
look
can barely
at you.
remember. Like, I mean, I trained with him. I've been with him. Like, him and his assistant love seeing that I was with Devin. Like, I just seen Lamar. He from Chicago. Right. He was always our assistant in camp. He like, damn, that's a good move. Like, I learned everything. I learned a whole lot from him. But what I'm saying is, it's different elements. It's time. It's times when you do stuff, when you don't do it. It's a lot to it. Like,
and it's not like you walking around and saying like, I'm the
new Mayweather.
Right, new Mayweather Senior, nothing like that.
I'm saying who I learned from.
Right, no, absolutely.
Right.
And obviously,
no, I just was trying to see if maybe Floyd gave you that stamp of approval. Like, yeah, Mickey Bay, You know?
Oh, he. I'm sure he would. Like, you know, because he know, oh, damn, I've been with the kid forever since I was a teenager. And I did it at a high level since I was a kid. Like, you know, but to me nowadays in this game, that is something that's lacking is actual teachers.
But Mick, you said give us some names.
Oh, okay.
And you ain't even get done with Ben Davidson. So you know, obviously, really quick, you did say Eddie Reynoso. You felt that they got a lot of that from Roger and Senior, but
he do seem like a good trainer though, because he dedicated. But I don't think that he could teach.
Right.
Like as far as like if you need to learn a lot of like. But the only reason I can't say it is because I'm sure he learned a lot down there. Like, see, I always been a big fan of even like Nacho Burstein. I could see teachers from afar because I loved Ricardo Lopez, my favorite Mexican fighter ever. Not Chavez. I like Chavez, but Ricardo Lopez to me is one of my favorite fighters ever. Like, you know, him, Salvador Sanchez. It's just a certain cloth that people don't respect and know. They don't do their homework and really see who is who. What tree did this guy come from up under? You can't fake with me and just come in and say, oh, I just came out of the blue. See, nowadays you got YouTube. You might could hustle a fighter, get with one fighter. There's too many trainers hustling right now. I ain't in it to do that. Like, but I could say, oh, I've been with this guy, I've been with that guy. This is who I learned from. And this dude's, to me, nowadays, people could just walk up with a towel in a bucket. Y'all can do it. Y'all got the boxing voice with millions of views. Man, if y'all start training in the month, y'all will be hot.
Nah, and it's funny, and I swear to God, yo, when I was in Afghanistan and we had a gym out there, it's 3 of us in there every day. So you sparring the same 2 motherfuckers every day, and one of the cats, he kind of took like the trainer role. He was like a little bit older. He was like in his 30s. And yo, this dude was like studying, and I will say he knew his shit on a fundamentals
surface.
and on the surface level, right? But it's kind of like I'm sitting in my fucking container because we lived in containers, right? Like shipping containers. So I'm sitting in there.
Man, them things must get hot.
No, they got the
AC unit?
the AC unit in there. But I'm sitting on YouTube trying to learn, like, all right, how to hold pads and shit, because it's like. Well, fuck. What about when it's?
That's why I said you got a channel, man.
Well, when it's your turn to glove up,
we need to get you a channel.
I wouldn't do that.
Why
would I teach people all the secrets I know that they don't know? Think about that. See, this
because why do you want that knowledge? Why you want that knowledge to die with you?
Because he getting paid for it.
No, hold on. But
you still get paid. We blow you up with a YouTube channel. You
hold
get
on.
paid.
This the thing. See, I always kept that for my guy, like Devin. This is who I started with, Devin. If it wasn't like I wasn't intending on or even didn't even care to be a trainer, I knew I could be a good one. But to me, it's like, okay, Devin got he got the potential to be and do, you know, of course, I hate to always say Mayweather because that's the bar, you know, but if it's anybody, it's a guy like him, you know. So my thing is giving him what he need and showing him stuff and this and that. I ain't finna tell everybody else what.
Even
though they wouldn't be able to probably do it anyway.
And that makes sense.
Why?
They ain't gonna be able to do what Devin do anyway.
Why?
Because it's a correct way to do it, and it's a time to do it, knowing when to do it, who to do it against. A lot of people don't know this. They just jump in and it's just a lot of arrogance to me, and people just hustling. Like I say, like it's a difference in knowing when to do stuff, how to do it. Who to not do it against. Like when you mentioned a dude like Kambosos, how is that a hard fight for me when I almost beat him at 36 with 3.5 years?
You mean hard fight for Devin?
Yeah, like I ain't saying that it ain't gonna be competitive because dude could fight. Kambosos.
Yeah, but fighter A and fighter B fighting and winning doesn't mean that they can beat C.
No, it don't. But I'm saying Devin is.
He's just. I think he's stylistically is what you're saying. How, given that yourself and Devin have extremely similar styles, and we saw what you did against George.
And he a lot younger, so it's like okay, like you know, I took the fight with a month, like on a month notice. Doing that with 3.5 years off, at 36 is like shit. Am I gonna have the endurance to go to full? I mean, I still had to fight smart. Devin could go all out for the whole fight. coming off no layoffs, and he a young guy. So,
Right.
you know, he gonna beat him regardless of anything. Like, you know, like I say, he just one of them guys that can beat any style that you put him in there with because he been well schooled since he was a kid. He had, you know, he always kept, you know, he just a different kind of dude. There's only a couple guys like him in boxing. Like, people try to compare themselves and try to do what he do. A lot of times that could hurt you. I see that a lot with fighters. They think they try to take the route he take. Man, listen, don't try to walk in certain shoes that you might not be ready to fill. It's only 2-3 guys in the game that can do that at that level. Like, I mean, most dudes would be scared to go over there to Australia to fight this cat.
Twice, yo. That's
this dude to fight
nuts.
him. I mean, now everybody believe what I was saying. They think, oh, you just being biased and this and that. I ain't gonna say something that just to say it. Like,
Right.
I just know this dude is nuts like that when it come to wanting to be the best, like in a good way. Like, damn, he got the chance at only 23 to go over there and do that. And Devin could do this. With some people, they just born with it, man. And it's just meant for him, man. Like, he just one of them guys. Like I say, I don't make nothing about me. Like, Devin, he was already a good fighter. Like, so my thing is he could win. Damn, if y'all could work his corner, I think he can win. Like,
Supreme, are you betting then?
Of course.
You sound super. Are you betting
Oh,
then?
hell yeah. I'm going to bet a huge bag. Oh, for sure I'm betting. You know.
Decision or knockout?
I mean, I don't never want to do that because if I am I don't never want to put nothing in his head. Like, I really don't like betting on my guys or anything like that.
I mean, he's gonna bet the win. He's betting. He's
money line.
I
betting
mean,
the win. That's all.
But
Let me get two of these off.
Him, no, for sure.
Supreme Tax says, did you know Darren felt this way? If so, how long?
I mean, felt what way is the thing. But like I say, people in his ear, I know Darren, man. Like I say, when you work with a dude that long, they become like a kid or like a nephew or something. Like that's why I'm saying, like, after this, it ain't even. What's the point of even talking about? Think about it. What's the big deal? What's the big thing for this to even be talked about after that? He said what he said. I'm saying what I'm saying. Obviously, communication is off.
Right.
Obviously, because he said we ain't talking. Y'all just seen it. We did, and we had many conversations. We, you know, like I say, maybe because, I mean, I could be mad that he went on to a new trainer when I'm like, you know, but I'm not. I mean, it's life go on. Everybody can have their own opinions, this and that. Like, whether I'm with him or not, I want to see him go far because he was my student at a certain time. But you should never just say the little shit knowing when the cat did a million good things for you and you just think of the one. But that's what you do when you young. That's why when I told the story about Mayweather, I couldn't just tell one side of it. I had to admit, like, dang, you know, this how I came out here. This why I moved out to Vegas. He moved me out here. I gave him credit where it was due. But at the same time, you know, it was some errors made, but it's boxing. This is the wild, wild west. Like, this game ain't nothing perfect in this game. Like, you know, like I say, ain't even worth really talking about. Had nobody even asked about this or thought about it. Like, he said, like, I ain't, you know, I'm hoping that I heard that he went ready for Steve Fulton and shit. Who the other champion in the weight? Fucking Figueroa. I want to hear that. Yeah. Like, you know.
I mean, I don't even think he could, like, that's a big leap. We need to get Darren.
No, but he's just saying.
Something in between that, before that.
Probably one or two, but I mean, I think, you know, when is it going to become time? Like,
I mean, I feel like it might never be time because he making so much money on that mid-tier level. He going out there killing Atlanta the way he doing it. Like, it was a lot of people. That was a good show.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. You know, like I say, that's damn near a dead discussion. But one thing I could say is don't let people get in your ear to where you lose your damn self, because you look up and time go by quick.
Right.
So you know, if you know what kind of dude I am, what we did together and what I did for you, people could listen to something and shit get all misconstrued. Like, that's why I ain't even on here talking all this nonsense, because I know that people can be over here in one ear and over there in one ear. Like, I ain't, like, that shit is for the birds.
All right. I got Coach Myers in Connecticut that says, good morning. You was one of the people there when Floyd sparred Earl Spence Jr. You was quoted previously saying Floyd destroys young fighters' career when he spars them. How was Earl different when he sparred Floyd?
Earl, number one, the mental. You got to be mentally strong. Like, that's what I knew. I'm like, man, this young dude right here, shit, he stood. Because Floyd going to get you with the mental shit. Like, you know, Floyd he gonna get you with that mental stuff. Like, and Earl kind of let it be known, like, man, this ain't that kind of party. Like, you got to do that with Floyd, like, you know. Because Floyd would kill your mental so bad.
How? What does he
make
do?
You believe that you can't even fucking fight. I've seen dudes giving him good sessions, and he'd be like, man, you ain't shit. Like, man, this dude a bum. Y'all told me he was this. And dude literally stopped punching. And when dude got out, I'm like, you know, you was doing good. Like, you was giving him, like, one of the best set. Man, dude didn't even know it. That's how much he got in dude's head. He stopped fucking punching after Floyd stopped and started talking shit. Dude ain't even want to punch no more. But no, Earl was a dog, though. Like, he was giving Floyd some good sparring sessions.
I got Steve in the UK. Hey, champ, thanks for coming on the show. What's your thoughts on Ben Davison? Personally, I think he got lucky with Furies and fighters under him are actually regressing. Thanks for coming on the show. You think people are regressing? They're losing skill under Ben Davison's tutelage? I guess he's saying that because Josh Taylor had such a tough fight with Cottrell.
I don't really know. He new to me, so I can't really say. Like, it might sound weird because I've been in camp with him a couple times, but I don't know him like that. He haven't been around, so you could probably get it better from people over there. Like, you know, with Devin, like I say, the kid can fight. So,
you never talked about Devin and Floyd. Obviously, you gave us details on Spence and Floyd.
What, you talking about sparring?
Yeah.
I wasn't there when that happened.
You ain't hear nothing. Not from Bill either, because Bill make it seem like Devin whooped his ass.
Let me think. I heard some impressive stuff when I did hear, but it was kind of long ago, so I don't even really remember.
I think he got him ready for the Conor fight.
It was impressive stuff that I was hearing, though, because, you know, with a guy like Floyd, most dudes can't even hang in there with him. You know, for Devin to be so young and to be in there with guys like that, and you know, but it don't nothing surprise me with him, though. Like, you know, I didn't see. You know, and I'm up close, and what I could say is people ain't even seen their best. They ain't even seen the best of him. I mean,
of Devin.
Yeah, like, it's stuff, small adjustments, you know. Like I say, I always played my role. I ain't the head. I was never the head coach. But like I say, Devin is even better than what people think. Like, I can't say that.
Do you feel T.O. ducked Devin?
Ducked him? I think that he was hesitant for sure. He been in there with Devin. He know what Devin bring to the table. Like, these cats spar with Devin, they know, like, they can front and act like they don't know, but Devin he didn't ice most of these cats in the gym. Like, even though you could say sparring is different in the fight, not for Devin though. For him, it's not. It ain't no different for him because
why?
Because he fight up under them lights. Like, for other fighters, I seen that where they be a dog in the gym.
Right.
I'd rather be the other way around. You better in the fight than in the gym. But with Devin, he just competitive. Like, he don't, whether it's the gym or the fight, Did Vasyl Lomachenko duck Devin in your eyes? I mean, he definitely avoided. I mean, I don't know how that franchise thing came about. If they really wanted to fight, somebody over there did. I mean, I know he became the franchise champ. So, if people say it's a duck, then shit, you gotta say, why did he become the franchise champ?
Why did they request?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, I know Devin wanted to fight because I was training him for him. So that's something I know wasn't the mid for. I'm like, damn, he want to fight him already? Now I'm hands down. Oh, this, it's nothing.
Yeah, I was under that impression that it would have been easy for Devin. Am I wrong? Because I just felt like, obviously, and since then, let's be real, since then Lomachenko's proven he is a real 135-pounder. At that time, I automatically just assume Devin's naturally bigger.
You know what? I'm gonna be real. I want to see Shakur versus Lomachenko.
Really?
Yeah. Like, that'd be a great fight. Like, I'm only saying that because to me, he still don't seem like a solid. He can beat all the lightweights because he's just that good. Like, not all of them, of course, Devin. But I'm saying the guys that he beat.
He beating guys that are tailor made for him.
I don't know. Nakatani was good, man.
No, I knew.
Durable.
Listen, I knew that shit was gonna be a whitewash.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, he gonna destroy. He gonna murder this cat coming off of that Tiafimo loss where he had something to prove. I'm like, oh, I won. Oh man, I ain't even gonna.
But it's so funny because up to that point, Nakatani had been Tio's toughest task.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw what Lomachenko did with him. Made him look
styles make fights. See, Lomachenko, his IQ is so high that it'll only be a fighter. The only dudes I see beating him is Dazn, Shakur, and Tank. That's
beating Lomachenko.
Yeah, nobody else. Like
Tio won't do it again?
Nah. Not in my opinion.
Would Shakur and Devin ever fight?
That'd probably be down the line though, because
what weight?
Probably like at 40. Because to me, Devin, I think that's where he gonna really have his he fighting for the undisputed, so that's history. Like he gonna be.
But that's gonna be like his career defining.
I think 40 is gonna be like, that's when a lot of stuff is really he gonna be maturing. People forgetting. I mean, he only 23. Like. I mean, imagine 3, 4, 5 years from now, and even beyond that. I think that's when he gonna be able to sit there and make that wait for a minute, and really like he might be able to jump up to 47 and come back down or whatever. I think he'd win I think he'd be able to go to as high as 47 at least in his career. But him and Shakur one day that can be like a
mega fight.
Oh man, that'd be huge. Him and Tank. Him and Tank, they can have a nice little round robin. Like, I think Tank finally getting sick of that. Like, damn, everybody else getting big fights. Tank kind of like, man, I'm ready to fight, get one of these.
It seems like for the most part, Top Rank and Bob Arum have
all the lightweights.
Fuck the lightweights. They got everything from 30 to 40. You get what I'm saying? You got your Shakurs, you got your Valdezes, you got your Lomachenko, now Haney for the next couple fights.
I can't believe they got
Ramirez and Taylor and Lopez. And do you think that's the smart move for Tank if he does? We know it's his last fight with Mayweather Promotions. But
I'm tight, man. I'm tight. This is what I'm saying. You better call Bill after this show, man. Look at Ben Davison posting this bullshit. You've been with Devin longer. You got Ben Davison out here posting undisputed coming soon pictures with Haney. Come on, champ. Look at this. That's supposed to be you posting that.
But see, that's my thing. Like, and this what people don't get. Like when it's time, see what I mean. I don't take that as nothing, but like
call him though. You never know, man. Call him.
I mean,
what's going on? Something got to be going on.
I ain't saying that nothing not. I'm just saying as of yet, they, the fight wasn't. It ain't get made until now. All I'm saying is that, man,
I don't like this dude coming out of left field getting the credit now, because he gets so much attention too. It's crazy. Right.
But
I think naturally he's gonna get that attention
because of his age.
I mean, look, he worked with Tyson Fury in
one of his biggest fights,
and that's what people put out there. Like, if I'm working with Devin, I'm working with him for him. Like, for him to do what he got to do in the. And like I say, man, I've been around, so certain stuff don't excite and surprise. Like, I was a champion, and I did stuff. Like, it's like, when I'm with him, it's about him. Like,
right.
And yes, I know what is real. I ain't saying that he don't. I'm just speaking on my thoughts when it come to Devin. Like, I could see in my crystal ball, I see what can be done.
I got you.
Like, damn, I see that you got not only the skills, you got the mindset, the focus, the work ethic. Like, we could really do this shit. I think that you can really go to that 51-0. Now, mind you, we ain't we talked about years ago. It ain't about getting the loss, because that's what's fucking boxing up. Is fighters scared to get that 0 took. It don't matter. It's about the legacy and how many people you beat, how many challenges you took. Like now, dudes scared to fight.
Yeah.
They got like nobody on their resume because they scared of that loss. That was Floyd's legacy. But Devin is that good to where I think he can not lose. But I'm saying, obviously, any fighter can lose on any given day. A fighter can be off or have an end, whatever. But I'm saying nowadays, to me, that's what's bad.
Uh-oh.
No need for a phone call, baby. No need for Bill. I mean, for Mickey Bay to call Bill Haney. We about to find out what's going on right now. So could Bay post a picture of him and Devin saying undisputed coming?
Listen, absolutely. Listen, hey, absolutely. We're talking about the Super Bowl of boxing. We're talking about the undisputed lightweight championship of the world to soon be announced formally, hopefully. You know what I mean? One thing that we've been, and Mick will attest to it, and both of you gentlemen, is that it's been a long time coming.
It is.
It's been a road that hasn't been paved in gold. It's been rocky. It's been up and down. You know what I mean? But we're here, and we're getting a chance to negotiate and talk about it, which is the best thing in the world, which makes me so happy and so proud. When we talk about the Cinderella story that I was here the other day, when we're talking about the Jim Kambosos and George Kambosos team, the job that they've done. You talk about what, of course, me and Devin has done. You talk about Mickey Bay, who now we have to add to the Cinderella story in the sense of a resurgence as a fighter, and being equated with a fighter of Devin's magnitude. And he's come on here and has said so many wonderful things so eloquently, and speaking from both a coaching position and a fighter standpoint. I know you got to be having a whole bunch of pressure that he's up under, but this is the business. And you know what I mean? Boxing is here, baby. It's here, and we're in Vegas. Shout out to the boxing voice, Danny Ness. You guys right here where a cat like me, who's always with the action, can just pull up. You know what I mean? Why call and do Zoom?
I feel you, BH.
Why call and do Zoom when I can pull up?
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
BH. Hey, BH, we going to Australia, bro.
Hey,
we going to Australia, BH.
Inshallah, we will be going. You know what I mean? God willing. For those that might not understand the Arabic that I speak sometimes, we hope to. Of course, you have a relationship with the other side, the Kambosos side, Lou DiBella, you know what I mean, who's done a great job in the sense of it's on the table for us. We've done everything that we can do. Of course, you know the vaccination thing was a big issue.
Right.
We no longer hear about that anymore, so we know that part was taken care of.
I'm so glad. That was a little bit of insane. I was worried.
It's a touchy subject because when you talk about a person's choice to do certain things, you know. So I'm not always the guy that you can get the most information in that subject, only because I always believe that it's about choice. You know, of course, but Devin has made the choice to make it happen. And that's what happened. That's what matters. His team as well. When I spoke about Ben Davison's being one of the guys that can go over, it would have been no difference as me saying Mickey Bay or Big Rodney
or any other coach vaccinated.
Vaccinated. You know what I mean? Part of our team. We have a hell of
But
a
we
team.
haven't seen Mickey Bay there, and me as a Devin Haney longtime fan, I feel like his split decision, his experience being in the ring with Kambosos, if ever, now it's needed, no?
Well, that's the thing about the Raiders and Devin. You know, once you're a Raider, you're always a Raider. Once you with Devin, you're always with Devin, and he's reiterated. Our family is big. We have a fraternity of great coaches that have did a tremendous job with both Devin and sitting down with me and giving me this game that Mickey talks about that comes from the Midwest, the lineage of the Dale Williamses and the Eddie Futches and stuff like that. The Mike McCallums, who's also honorary members of the team, who might not necessarily be in the corner, but be a phone call away. You know what I mean? And that's what else Mick spoke about is being able to call. And I thank you for saying that too.
Oh,
that
for
Devin
sure.
can always give you a call.
1,000,000%.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that meant a lot for me hearing that. You know, so ultimately, we got the fight on the table. We've done everything.
You keep saying on the table, inshallah. Did you not sign yet?
We signed.
Okay.
We signed. But the thing about it is the government, should do the announcement, right? It's happening, and I want to give them thanks, you know, if it is, right? Because we've done our announcement here, right? But we're still waiting on a formal announcement from the Australian government to solidify.
You sound as if there's a possibility it may not.
No, that's just me. That's not a possibility of me it not being. One thing I'm doing is recognizing protocol, recognizing that it's a big opportunity for the Australian government to have the Australian government, the Australian people, right, to have an opportunity to have a mega fight and in this time and era with Devin Haney and Kambosos undisputed. So I would like to just reserve the right to let them do the formal announcement. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But let me know. Let me let you know. By all means, we've already did our celebration, right? We're in the big dance. We're in the Super Bowl. We knew that along this whole process, we were always willing to do anything and everything to make the thing happen. With the unfortunate thing with the war the other day when I came in, you know what I mean? It was I wasn't able to be as jubilant as I would like to be based on the way that we ended up being.
Of course. BH, we never know when you're listening. It seems like you're always
every time.
It seems like you're always listening. But yesterday we discussed how maybe it's a bit unfortunate that Shakur and Devin Haney have to go through all these loops and hoops and
rings of fire
and take pay cuts and whatever
and have fight restrictions and crazy things in the contract.
Everything else to make these fights happen. Do you think this is like what was needed in order to not look back? Do you think that this is the turning point for Devin into after we're done with this? We're the A side, no matter who it is, moving forward.
Well, from Brick City to town business, that means from Newark to Oakland.
Absolutely,
we get it in, baby. You know what I mean? It ain't easy. You know what I mean? And we don't do no complaining. You know, we just want to be on the biggest stage at the biggest time. You know what I mean? With the guy that you say is the man.
I ain't saying that. Hold on, BH. I ain't saying that.
Well, this is the boxing voice and the voice of the people. You know what I mean? So the people have been consistent about Kambosos being the guy, Kambosos having the belts, Kambosos being who he is. I think in retrospect, Shakur has had the road where Valdez is considered the guy, or some of the other guys in his division being considered the guy and not Kaur.
Right.
When Kaur and his team believes that he is the guy at 130 pounds, and I believe it as well. You know, so it's just the nature of those two fighters. You know, they with the smoke, they with the business, and this is where we are.
Well, we know you were for sure watching today. The main topic should have been Will Smith and Chris Rock. Really quick, what you think of that, BH? He slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah, he did. He did. And you know, when you get to a place where, you know, family and pride and all those things are in question, it doesn't matter what kind of stage you're on. You know, men are going to be men. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I've made mistakes. Have you not made mistakes?
Absolutely.
You know I have.
Yeah, you have as well. You know what I mean? And that's just a part of life, you know, making mistakes. You know, maybe on both men, I hope that they both can sit down, you know what I mean, and and make peace with each other.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because
absolutely.
If they're fighting at the Oscars, then where else is it to go? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You would think that the Oscars was a place that you had to show some kind of etiquette in terms of your decision making. But that just goes to show you whether it's the Source Awards, the Soul Train Awards, the Oscars, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's all high emotions.
No, definitely. I did want to get to the quote.
Which one?
Which the title?
Tanks?
Yes.
Let's do it.
The title of the show was Gervonta's comments regarding the Kambosos versus Haney fight, which is a week after his fight with Rolly. He says, quote, both of them together still won't get paid as much as me, but will be paying out more than me though. And that was his reaction regarding the fight. Just your thoughts on that.
I don't understand anything like that. Why would you make a comment involving another man's pockets when both you guys are making more than me and you, Danny? You know what I mean?
That's for sure.
Both of you guys. So you know what I mean? Like I can't get upset at what he's saying. You're making money. Devin is making money. I think it goes back to what a lot of Devin and a lot of Devin supporters always say is everybody say everything else, but let's fight.
Let's fight.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, man. I've been preaching to my audience. I feel like this contract is a setup. I feel like, you're forced to have two fights with Kambosos, both of them in Australia. So it's like, all right, fight him in his hometown. If you're lucky enough to beat him, you got to fight him in his hometown again. And if you're lucky enough to beat him again, we still want you to fight Lomachenko before you can walk away. That's how I'm perceiving the contract. But you're the father manager. How are you perceiving this new contract?
Well, I'm not at liberty to speak on the specifics of their agreement.
You can't speak on what was already released, right? It is a 3-fight deal.
I'm not able to speak on it because it'll be left in other eyes for different interpretations. So instead of me speaking on, you would have to actually hear it directly from Devin in terms of
the guy that doesn't show up. Come on, Bill.
Listen, no, in terms of the specifics of the business, or you you can ask Bob, or you can ask Lou, or you know what I mean. You can just ask someone else that will get in this hot seat and give the juicy details of their agreement. It's just Devin's business, right? I do as much as I can, to put the facts on the table for him. And once the facts are on the table, then he ultimately makes the decision.
Did you like the deal?
Go.
What was your advice to him? Did you want him to take it?
Well, at the end of the day, as long as he's happy, right? You know what I mean?
But did the dad want the deal for his son?
Well, then that's what I'm saying is if I did that, if I made that decision, and he is 23 years old and he's been groomed by some of the best, he sat down and had some of the kind of conversations that, where they asked a question where would you want $500,000 from Jay-Z, or would you want to sit down with him, right? So it's like, would you want $500,000, or would you want to really sit down with Floyd, right? Devin has been able to sit down with the best of the business and the business world as well and make his decisions. So for me to come out, I did my job. And as a dad, you do, when you separate the side, you want to support him. You want to support the fact that he's been in this business for a while, right? He's supposed to have done his due diligence in terms of which direction he wants to go. He is the boss. He is the CEO. And when he made his final decision as a dad, then you just support a kid that was in a tough position, and he went with his heart, and he did what his intelligence had said. So,
so
I'm happy.
You're admitting it's a tough contract. It's a tough situation.
Well, decisions are tough. The decision that you made to come out here from New York and Florida was tough, but it paid off. It was extremely tough. So that's what I want to say about everyone around the world. This is the boxing voice. We all make tough decisions in our days. His, from a business standpoint, doing something that he really, really loves, it was a tough decision, but he was happy at the end of the day, and so am I.
So is DHP in a co-promotion with Top Rank and Lou DiBella, or is it dissolved? Does it continue?
It's always Devin Haney Promotions in a co-promotion with anyone. Devin is a boss. Devin has his own company, right? And he's our flagship. He's our flagship guy. and we were able to negotiate as a promotional company, and that's about as much as I can give in terms of details.
All right. Well, so when do we see Bay and Devin hook back up? I mean, he did have that split decision.
Listen,
listen, I'm trying to put money on this shit.
No, but you see, I immediately come because there's no bad blood between
So
us
then
and
when
our
does he
teams.
get the call? Like, because he said usually he gets a call and camp has already started. So it seems like you don't really know if you there or not.
Well,
I'm just trying to make sure he did.
Well, as I pulled up, because I was listening on the radio and stuff on the car.
Nice.
Thank you. For sure. But as I was pulling up, one thing that he mentioned is that we just got a formal announcement that it's the guy.
Yeah, but there was still some pre-camp going on.
Yeah, well, you always what we call maintenance. You always keep
situational. What you say?
Situational sparring.
Situational training.
You know, as you get more into the camp and you sign who you're fighting, then of course it totally becomes about this fighter. It totally becomes about the weight that you're at. It totally becomes about where we have to travel to, what the diet is going to be. And as Mickey has attested to before, that sports has moved progressively forward, in terms of nutrition, in terms of conditioning. It's not just like it's old school anymore. It's a lot of science being put into the sport that's different than, of course, you always pointed out, different than when he was in the sport. So we'll intelligently sit down, right? Now that we know that it's closer, so we prepare in a different way. But once the official announcement is made, right, and it's not 8 weeks away, then that's a whole totally different kind of camp.
I know that the position that you're in now, you can't really ruffle the feathers, but obviously with the lawsuit with Top Rank and Terrence Crawford alleging that Top Rank and Bob Arum don't know how to promote a black African-American fighter and that they can be maybe racist or held them back, like how all that sit in with making the decision to go to that company where previously one of the biggest stars, TBE, left, Mikey left, Cotto left, Oscar left, Pacquiao left, now Terrence Crawford left. I mean, how you feeling?
Well, similar to what Floyd says, that, nothing lasts forever. You know what I mean?
Bill, you're too good at this.
No, nothing lasts forever. You know what I mean? And you go into it knowing that, each side is preparing for ultimately to keep their bills on, to keep their lights going. Both Top Rank has a position that they have to do and fulfill, and that could be no matter if Bob is the chairman or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that they've set a position and that they're going to be around forever, that they're the standard, the gold standard of boxing,
Got a couple super chats if I could get to them.
Go
that
for
are
it.
For Bill. DW saying, Bill, make sure Dev food and water does not get tainted in Australia, and make sure to check those gloves too before getting in the ring. Get with Blue. We need the stoppage versus Bozo and Loma.
They keep saying Blue, like he
Are you
must
familiar?
be the that's Earl's old.
I know you familiar. Are you familiar with Blue?
Yeah. He's talked about him on the show.
Right. Yeah, I've talked about Blue Ray. Shout out to Blue Ray.
But they got their own strength and
listen,
conditioning coach.
And then shout out to the Australian government and Australia, who's willing, as far as I know, right, to put on this event and to bring someone over from the U.S., right, or whether it was from Ukraine, right. This is truly the Super Bowl of the lightweight division.
No, absolutely.
You think Tank feels left out with that comment that he made? He's just saying that.
Yeah, it's kind of because you're with an opponent that no one is kind of giving you much credit for beating and stuff like that, and so it's Tank is usually the one that everyone is talking about, the fighter that everyone is talking about. So I think maybe, just maybe a little bit, it might be some kind of slight, but it's nothing that Devin has ever done. Devin has always showed Tank the respect in the sense of saying that, he would fight him.
Let me tell you.
But I'm saying is
absolutely.
If you're the guy in this business, how respect is shown is by the guys wanting to fight you, right? We've been disrespected, and the guys saying that they don't want to fight us, or we're not nobody, or we're not none of that. We've never disrespected Tank or disrespected Baltimore and saying that Baltimore ain't got the livest, you know what I mean, niggas in boxing, or that the Midwest, you know what I mean, had the smart and, Sugar Ray Robinson, the lineage, right? Detroit with even with Sugar Hill, who's a great coach, great young coach who's learned from your guy, Emmanuel Stewart, right? You see what I mean? So, if you learn to understand and have respect for others, then you can really get the juice out of life. You can really get the juice out of it. I was able to sit down with some of those guys that Mickey was talking about. Man, we can't forget Eddie Mustafa, right? Just some heck of
the old timers who we've been around.
Right,
That's
they come up under one kind of umbrella of guys, and then they spunt off with the information. Yep. Me and Mick spoke about Mick working the pads with Dev when he was fighting. Mick was fighting. Dev didn't even know. When I brought Mick in,
it was right after the Kambosos fight, which is crazy.
Yeah,
after that.
And Dev thought that Mick was coming in to spar. Right. Wow. But that was the kind of respect that he still had from Mick. He didn't think Mick was a coach. He didn't think Mick was
done with boxing.
Done with boxing, right? And that's why I say this is a true Cinderella story, because everyone is involved. And even whether Devin inspires Mick to, when he first came on, he says, I'm here to talk about my fight. I said, there you go, Mick. Because I always talk to you about you fighting again. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I always talk to him like, man, you still got it, man.
Yeah,
what's going
definitely.
on? You see what I'm saying? So when he came on, and I said, if that kind of inspiration, that kind of fire comes out of my son, right, and fuels everyone, I'm happy. He said that the coaching, when he started coaching, we were fuel in it to get started, and then came he working with the trucks and the Berlangas and all the guys. You know what I mean? That's great for us. That's where we want to. That's that sweet spot. That's where we want to be at, and inspiring. Motivating, encouraging, helping, pushing the sport forward. A young guy being 23 and being able to choose legacy. See, everyone wants to talk about money. When we're talking about money, right? We're talking about money. It was boring. When are you going to get the fight? When are you going to get the fight? Bill, are you going to do what it's supposed to when it's time to make the fight happen? We made the fight happen, and now it's something else.
People got to give it up, man. It was a GOAT move, period. Like, at his age, man, to do something, I don't want to hear a thing. Like, it ain't.
It was, but the issue that Ness and I had was exactly what Bill just mentioned, is they disrespected us by not stepping in the ring with us. And now we have to go through all this to
get this fight.
To get
and then the people are like, well, Haney cried, he better sign. And it's like, bro, but you see what he's got to sign just to fucking get the fight? Like, but I get it. It's
heavy
boxing.
was the head to wear the crown. Yes, and I came up to you. We were all in the parking lot, and it was like just.
No, that was an epic moment.
It was just, and
alhamdulillah,
we got through it. We got through it, young brother.
Yes,
I'm just happy that clause of this 48-hour time, I'm happy that was.
I was worried about that.
I really was worried.
I was worried about that.
But listen, of course, and then that's the way of making everything so hard, right? That when it does go through, like, you're just happy, like,
yeah,
like, wow.
But
we did have to go through fire to make this thing happen.
And sometimes a lot of these things are put in front of you because it's like, man, they ain't gonna accept this shit. It's too much.
Hey, this is my question. Did Lomachenko have a clause, a time frame?
Yeah.
So what that tell you? That's a mental edge, man. Listen, I know Man, listen, at the end of the day, this cat got forced. He got forced into this. Like, I ain't gonna say that he wanted to fight, but that was the last. And I came out and said
he wanted the fight. He just wanted it last.
That was the last resort. Because fighters smart. They still can look and see, damn, what style and
suits me better.
Yeah, what style Devin don't. He know Devin don't suit him. Like, you ain't, like, I ain't even gonna say stuff on here, but I know like the confusions and the stuff that ain't gonna be able to work. That I ain't gonna say here, but
I mean, according to Kambosos, he's just gonna run through Devin. He doesn't feel
where does he run through? He don't run through nothing, and that's fine. Listen,
I mean, going into the Tio fight, we didn't think that was gonna happen, or he was gonna drop Tio. You expected him to drop Tio?
No, but I expected that, and I expect that when fighters disrespect, they violate. The other fighter has the capabilities to demonstrate. When you go in there just stupid and act like the fighter ain't nothing and you just running in, right?
Yeah. You talking about Tio's game plan.
Game plan, yeah, that was right?
Yeah,
that was not, we've never had no game plan that all right, we're just gonna run in and we're just gonna run through this guy. Who says that? Who does that, right? It's one more thing that Mick carefully pointed out is that it's a mental thing that he's playing with somebody that has more experience than him, right? Nothing about what they say is going to change our game plan. We're not going to alter our game plan or alter the way that Devin fights because Kambosos or the media is saying anything, right? It is what it is. Put it that way. It is what it is. The skills, it ain't that far along away. June 5th, a fighter can't change much of who they are by June 5th.
We're only
so let me get a screen share. So you're not worried about this. Seemed like a lot of power in that left hook.
Don't move.
My girl hits the bag just the same way.
Your girl hits the bag.
She hits the same. He's probably a little bit, but that right there, you go to any boxing gym and you'll see that. You'll see a bag right there standing there, and you'll see somebody
punching on it,
right?
So that ain't nothing to you.
Well, I'm saying, you asked me what I was
He says seek and destroy.
Okay.
Man, look.
Seek.
Look.
You will find what you are looking for.
Let me tell you, for those who don't know, the world will find out in 68 days.
Okay, then you counted it down.
You can't do all that, extra shit.
Look, man, let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you. I don't know, but I'm ecstatic to go to Australia.
I see.
Yo, like I've been looking up like Italian like attire. You know, I'm trying to dress alike. You know, I'm trying to fit in.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, we going to Australia, bro. I'm from 83rd and Burnham. Like, man, we don't go to fucking Australia where I come from. Like,
Australia, man.
Hey, I got a question for y'all too, right? Now, what did this do for Devin when he win?
What does it do for him?
Yeah,
I mean, where
did this place?
I think that makes him youngest undisputed.
Well, in the pound for pound. You know, up there.
I mean, this for sure
makes him the youngest undisputed champ ever, right? Because Tio was not undisputed, so that doesn't count him. Spinks was older. I think this is the first youngest male to undispute if he can do it.
It definitely puts him in a position that not many people are, right? Undisputed champion, but you're coming off the biggest win of your career. You're coming off a career-defining win. And a win that will be pushed. We saw it in the Taylor and Ramirez fight where they were really pushing the fact this doesn't happen too often, right? As far as Undisputed. Undisputed doesn't happen too often.
And him going over there beating him.
And then you're coming to my backyard not once but twice to do so. To do it once and then to keep it the second time. So I think really the world's going to be in Devin's hands. Like anything from 30 to 40.
Hopefully he ain't got to take short money again to fight Ryan and Devin, though. Tank.
Anybody from 30 to 40 is going to be calling for his name. So to me, that puts him in the best position possible because you now have a plethora of options moving forward.
I mean, Ring Magazine doesn't list it pound for pound, right? For 135, but at 135, their top 10 is Kambosos champion, Tio number 1, Vasil number 2, and Devin number 3. So I would assume a win over George would.
Hold on, they got Teofimo number 1 right now. That's a current ranking?
Yeah, right now, as of March 21st, yes. Tio's ranked above Vasil and Devin, which is crazy because he's also was given the WBO opportunity like above Lomachenko at 40, right? He would get a shot.
And above Catterall.
Yes, above Catterall.
Above Jack Catterall.
Excuse me.
Even with a loss. What's up, champ?
Give me the boxing voice ratings, please.
Oh, yeah. Screen share, please. There you go. So, as you can see, Tio is number 1 for whatever reason in the ring. In the WBO, Tio, I don't even see him, but somehow he's already been named to get a mandatory shot at 140 over Catterall. As you can see, Tio's ranked number 2 at 140 right here versus being ranked at 35. So maybe he's done with 35. But there is the Tank situation, right? He's fighting Rolando Romero. They're supposed to be consolidating. So there is a theory that once Tank's fight is up, WBA mandates Tank to fight the winner of your son versus Kambosos. What happens to that rematch or that third fight?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, or I haven't been given that.
Is that something you consider though? Like hypothetically, Devin goes in June, takes a month off. Now all of a sudden, Tank has fought in May, so he fought first in Devin. So now the WBA could get to working and mandate, and hold up a possible rematch.
Well, see, that's the whole thing about getting all the 4 belts, right? That we felt that this was an opportunity to really make undisputed, right? And then because there's so many different companies and so many different fighters pulling in different directions, you know what I mean? That the first and foremost thing on our mind is George Kambosos. And like I said the last time when I came here, it'll be too much to start going in different places with it. Right now is George Kambosos, and we're just looking forward and to the Australian government making a formal announcement.
Now, there's some internet, I guess, conspiracies that the 3-fight deal doesn't matter because Devin, can't be forced to fight. He can beat Kambosos in Australia and simply move up. Samson Lewickovic has acted as if he's your son's grandfather and knows whether or not he can make weight. He's been calling for Devin to move up for some years now. Is that a possibility? Only a one and done and move up?
Uncle Sam Lewickovic. How do you say it?
Lewickovic, right?
Yeah, Lewickovic.
Uncle Sam.
Samson Lewickovic.
Uncle Samson.
Uncle Samson.
Yeah. I appreciate his concern. But ultimately, right now, like I said, it's the Super Bowl. We're in the Super Bowl, baby. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't always happy with who got there, and you might have a favorite team, but and you might miss certain games on the playoffs, but come Super Bowl time, I know I'm right there watching. What about you, Danny?
Nah, I don't miss the Super Bowl.
Did you get to the London Runs Boxing Super Chat for Bill?
I haven't. You could get to that one. Actually, we were, because Ness always does this Sunday afternoon show, and Super Bowl Sunday, I made sure to beat him to the studio, and I had our
extra TV. Yeah. I don't even watch that. He had an extra TV watching the Super Bowl
TV
while
right
we
here
was
in front of. Yeah, of course, man.
Good.
Yeah, of course,
good.
of course.
Good. Well, that's the case. That's the case right there. Is that unfortunately, Tank didn't make the Super Bowl this year, right? We did, right? And everyone has a favorite team. And fighters have favorite fighters, right? Right now, it's George Kambosos and Devin Haney.
Absolutely.
And I'm just ecstatic about that. It's hard for me to get past anything else, and rightfully so. I can't look past him. We have Mickey.
Damn, y'all gonna go to Australia and beat the man in his hometown a week before his birthday. That's fucked up.
Oh, wow, that's his birthday?
It's a week before his birthday, yeah. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
Well, that's okay, too. You know what I mean? You know, he this is the day that he wanted, right? Everything is the way he wanted to be, right? So let's make it happen.
London Runs Boxing says, hey, Bill, are you comfortable crossing the street to especially Top Rank after a slew of despairing comments from Bob Arum towards Haney? Also, will you return to DAZN after the 3 fights?
Well, this is the boxing. Boxing is a business, and you know, certain guys and they say things and do things that we don't like, that we don't agree with. But it is a business. The decision that we made to make this thing happen, from a business standpoint, a financial standpoint, a friendly, just friends doing business with friends. It was never about any of those things. It was strictly about legacy and what we had to do to secure this fight. So if it means crossing the street to make it happen, well, that's what Devin did.
Prince of Power, Devin's best weapon is his jab. He can stop Kambosos with it or pitch a shutout with it. Obviously, you've been in there with Kambosos. Mr. Bay, I want to know, is the jab, I guess, the best weapon for a Kambosos?
Oh, it's a lot of stuff. I ain't going to say it on here because Kambosos, you know, but it's a lot of stuff. It ain't, you know, like I say.
He's pretty fast. We were watching his fights again. He's fast, and he's a good counterer, especially with the left hook.
I mean, listen.
Did you think
I'm
you found him fast?
Like this, man. Listen, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I told Dev, like, man, look, it's easy for me, man. I put it to you like this. It's a lot of stuff because Devin could do it. See, it's easier said than done. I always say that when you watch fight. Like, man, he could do this. Why ain't he doing that? He should do that. But when you got a guy like Devin that can just right there do that, that's the key, that he going to be able to make dude adapt. He used to guys having to adapt to him a little bit and him controlling the pace. You know, Devin got it all. It's a lot of stuff that I know for a fact that he can do with him. Like, it ain't just that, believe me. It's a ton of things that I already... You got to think, that's the last guy I stepped in the ring with. So my memory, you know how your last thing, like if you had a last girlfriend, that's right. Your last memory of a relationship. That was my last fight. My last fight in the ring was him. So that's my last memory of being in the ring. So I remember that like it was yesterday.
Right, of course.
And, you know, like I say, I just love it. You know, I love the stuff that I know that Devin could do for sure.
We had a co-host yesterday, and he felt that Devin will be getting the easiest path to undisputed. Do you agree with that? That's what I said.
That dude was crazy.
Oh, you heard that yesterday?
Hey, man, listen. if I miss it,
you catch it on the playback.
Well, yeah, exactly. And listen, the voice of the people call me. So no matter what's cracking on here, you know what I'm saying? People call me, and then so I was watching. He was like. He was crazy. He said it was the easiest path. No matter what we know, it's probably the easiest path.
I think it's the hardest.
The hardest. It was and is. And I think that's why we were transparent with everyone, because we wanted everyone to know what the path was. And we wanted everyone to know that it could be done. No matter how many twists and how many turns and no matter how rocky it is. Our inspiration was the fact that for another father and son that's listening right now. His son is in school and he's listening, and he's like, shit, we're going to do it just like them. And I think a lot of the machine doesn't want that to be dead. But times are changing. Times are changing, and the condition is changing for our people. We are becoming, you know, it's an information age, right?
Right.
So when you're provided with the right information, you're able to accomplish the goals that you're setting out to do. And me telling the father that's sitting on the couch, man, you're doing the right thing right now. You know, you listen, you're doing the right thing. Stay in the gym, keep working, right? Keep some good people around, right? Keep your son humble, right? And your time is coming, right? They told us that it wasn't going to come. Even of most recent, they said we couldn't do it. They said it couldn't happen. So if you listen to the people, if you listen to those people, and not listen to your heart and believing in God, believing in Allah, believing in a higher power that what's for you is for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and yeah, that's what I believe. And the guy said that it was the easiest. So maybe it is because it's our belief in Allah that's what's for us. So it was easy. We're humble in it, right?
I mean, definitely.
We know that other people have it worse.
Absolutely.
You know?
Definitely going to be one of the most impressive,
So your son got a new tattoo? He just shouted out tattoo artists in New York. He got some new work?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what other tattoo he has, you know?
Well, I think that's about it, man. I mean, obviously, I want to know your thoughts on Mickey Bey. He's going to be fighting Tevin Farmer. If all goes well, we'll get an announcement next week. We even got interest in the Middle East. Do you think Bey has enough still to get the win over Tevin, not just give him a fight?
Well, I like, and not just because Mick is just sitting right here, but but listen, Mick is a bad man. And for Mick to come back and to want to fight a guy like Tevin, who is another. Tevin is a bad man too. You see what I'm saying? That fight right there is a fight for the people. That fight is not Mickey trying to steal something from somebody or Tevin trying to steal something and get back on or no slick shit. That's a real fight. It's no fight that's to come back on. That's a real fight. And I know that the people are going to be the winners. I hope that, everything is did to their liking on the business side, whether it's in the Middle East or wherever it is. I know Mick has been in this business a long time, and he's got a chance to sit down and see me work as well. So I hope that
rubbed
off in his negotiations. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to you guys, man. And whenever it is, I want to be there.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's all dog energy. That's what like I said when I said it's a family. See, the thing about boxing is too many people too greedy and selfish. Like I say, this is a family first. If Dad say, Mick, come over, it don't got to benefit me financially or nothing like that for me to tell him every single thing that I know and that I've, like I was just saying when you left the room, my last memory of ever boxing is Kambosos.
Yeah, so it's fresh in his head.
It's fresh in my head because that's the last guy I fought. And I had to zoom in on that because it was weird as hell. Number one, I'm walking out in the Madison Square. I ain't fought in 3.5 years. So I had to really and I'm not finding out who did. All I hear is this dude, this, he that. And they like, you nuts for taking this fight. I'm like, I got to see whether I can do this on a high level. I'm older. I ain't trying to come back and I'd rather get me 3-4 real fights in. So me fighting him, I just knew I was coaching myself during the fight because I knew okay, damn. He younger, he got the youth, but I got the experience. So I almost had him, but the layoff and the little stuff. But I just know with Devin, just by me seeing and knowing what Devin got anyway, I just know man, he ain't, I know what Devin gonna do to him, trust me.
Bill, Eddie Hearn on Devin Haney signing to Bob Arum and Lou DiBella to fight George Kambosos for his undisputed match. And I quote, his plan is to go and get those belts and then come back. I want Devin to become undisputed. Devin is a very loyal kid, but you can't miss an opportunity like this. And this was on the DAZN Boxing Show. Shout out to Akin Barak. My guys, you coming back? You coming back like Canelo?
Shout out to Akin Barak. Yeah, well, listen, it's up to Devin to then make that announcement of what he's going to do. I know that I'm not looking that far down the table at anything other than George Kambosos right now. And thank you to Eddie for making for responding like the gentleman that we know that he is, and understanding what Devin is going through at being 23, you know what I'm saying? And what it does for him as a fighter and for anyone that's associated with him. So thank you for him making that statement, sticking by his decision just like everyone else on the team is.
Really quick, Bill, before we do end this show, I just want you to see something. Can I get that screen share now? We now have the opening odds on Devin Haney versus George Kambosos.
Oh, it keeps dropping.
And last night when I checked, they had him at a -250.
Yeah, no, it keeps dropping.
Which that means that a lot of money is coming in for George, and we need that, right? Because we want to get as much money on George as possible, so we get the odds on Devin as best as possible.
Yeah, but we're still not gonna be good. You got to be comfortable losing $220 for every fucking 100 you put up.
Yeah, that. Once we get closer, that's where props come in. But I just wanted, I know you're not much of a betting
because
man.
we gotta bet money line. I know you don't bet because of religion, but obviously the smart money is Devin by decision because he's not popular with the knockouts. It doesn't mean he can't get it, but that's what everyone is gonna assume, and it just makes it more difficult to make money on him because everybody's going decision, so it makes him a bigger minus.
Well, I wouldn't understand then if this guy is the man, this guy is at home. This guy fought the man that beat the man.
Why is he still the underdog?
Yeah.
Because your son has skills.
Hey, listen. Well,
that's simple.
Well, yeah. Yeah, and
that is crazy to be in your home country, not hometown, your home country. You got all the belts and you're still it was more than that. He was almost a 2.5 to 1, but now he's on minus 1.9. Which is almost a 2.5 to 1. Still good money if you believe in George. Every 100 you get 190 plus your 100.
We hope they believe in him. We want as much money in the casino put on George as possible so we could get these better.
Oh, Mickey, someone in the chat said you worked their corner once in the Ohio State Fair.
Oh, I don't know. who is it?
His screen name is In My Opinion. He didn't say. Wait, he said Mickey can win that one. All right, so say your name, buddy. See if he remembers you. In My Opinion is his username. That's official.
Damn, who was I just watching talking about that? Teddy Atlas, I think. How hard that tournament used to be.
The Ohio State Fair?
Yeah. Everybody drove. Everybody took an L there because everybody just drove in and they fought. You ain't have to. Everybody
matched.
Just pulled up, yeah, and it was like a week and a half. It was 3 rings, man. The fights would be going on for like I seen Teddy Atlas was talking about it. Like
they want to know how old were you when you fought Kambosos, and how long were you out the ring before you got in the ring with Kambosos? These factors matter.
I was off 3.5. They try to count a 10-second Mexico fight. I did that just to be active as a pro. I ain't even trained for that. So I trained 5.5 weeks for Kambosos, cold turkey. Andre Rozier tell you that because they like, man, is you crazy? Like, you want to fight this dude? I'm like, man, fuck dude. Like, so I was off. My last real fight was Rances Bartholomew. That was 3.5 years exactly before that.
Yeah, it was exactly.
And I trained 5.5 weeks, so I went straight like that. Like, I went cold turkey. I sparred with Richard Comey my first day in camp, 8 rounds.
Did you feel the pop of Kambosos more than you feel the pop of Devin when you're doing pad work with him?
He don't got more pop than Devin. Devin got every advantage over him. Like, dude, the stuff I get, dude, when I was fighting him, I was trying to get every advantage as a veteran. So Devin, a young man, he got a different body than me. He not 30. He not in his late 30s.
Right.
So when I'm fighting him, I'm just laughing because I'm like, man, he can't. I'm telling him, like, you can't hit me with that shit. Like, I'm just playing mind game. He can't hit me. He trying to swing for the fences. None of that. So what he rely on a lot is his conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Devin, like I say, he got the best fucking conditioning damn near that I ever seen. So
and you've been around Floyd.
Yeah, like he up there like with them kind of guys, like, Floyd, Andre Ward, and
You ever been with Shakur? Because they say he's
I just seen him train. No, he an animal too. But I'm saying with Kambosos, he not gonna have that edge, like, because Devin is like a hell of an athlete. Like, I'm talking about when they come to, so that's like one of his biggest things. But it's a lot of stuff that he do, you know, that, of course, I ain't going to say it on here, but when you rely on conditioning, heart, that shit could put you in the trick bag. And I seen it when I was fighting him. But I ain't 23, so I wasn't going to be a dummy and overdo it, because actually in the last round, you know, I tried to do a little too much, and he clipped he ain't clipped me. It was like a flash. My glove hit the ground, though. They probably wouldn't have gave me the decision. It might have been a draw. I would know I was there I had to do something crazy to get the decision, but by me fighting him, and I know what I did, and we talked after the fight, me and Kambosos, and he said, how you do this, how you do that. He told me, see, a lot of stuff I'm going to keep with the family, so I ain't going to say on here, because I know what happened when he fought Teofimo and what he used and where he got it from, and it wasn't from his camp. Like, I know.
See, and this is all I was saying. Like, Bill, I think this is important. I felt like he should have been in pre-camp, man.
That's the thing. Dev is always training in this shape. You got to enjoy camp. My fault. Can you hear it? You got to enjoy just training, getting in shape. We don't know what might happen. Listen, Bill a thinker. And like I say, I'm in no matter what. If I remember something, I'm not there just for me to benefit. If Devin win, I win. He went undisputed. If the fact that I work with him and I've been seeing them come up and been rocking with them, it's a win for me. I ain't got to benefit. However it happened, it happened. Like, you know, but I'm saying if he win, I'm feel accomplished. Like, number one, me and Dev laughed about this. I'm like, that'd be funny if you got to avenge that one day. We said this before we even knew.
If you got the revenge?
He said, Mick, I'm going to whoop his ass for you. So we talked about this before this was even like
a thing.
Because I ain't going to lie to you. Devin, the only one that was telling me that he kind of thought he was going to beat Teofimo. Because I didn't feel it until I seen him in person that day. I think I ran into him and I seen the interview. I looked. I'm like, he underestimated him. He ain't hungry. But Devin was the one that was like, Mick, I don't know. Like, I think.
Oh, you saying Devin told you Kambosos was going to beat Teofimo? Yeah,
he was kind of the only one he was the main one that, you know, because I guess he was messaging him or whatever. And I guess he was like, Mick, this dude kind of sure, like, he might beat him. He might pull it off. So
yeah, he had the same drawings, though, because some people don't know that Teofimo trained a lot in Florida with the same guy that
Kambosos trained with Javier, is it Centennial?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, from Sweat Boxing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher his name up, but he was the instrument that gave Kambosos the edge on Teofimo because he had been working with Teofimo so long.
Oh dang, yeah. I didn't even know that. But it's funny because Dad was like, man, it was funny because I'm like, yeah, it'd be funny one day. Almost like on some, I'm gonna get that back for you, like, cause you probably be retired and you older now.
That was like the whole Tyson Ali thing, right? With Tyson
Larry Holmes.
Yeah, avenging the Holmes law. So.
Yep.
So for sure, champ.
Yeah, we're all done here. I don't think we have any more questions. If you guys want to give out your social media, once Austin gets back, let me get a screen share just so the people know exactly who we're talking about. The man in question, the trainer that worked with both Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez, is right here on our screen. If you're joining us alongside at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, this is Javier Centennial, I believe, and he also trains the very popular Puerto Rican up-and-coming prospect contender Xander Zayas. And as you can see, George Kambosos right there in the comments section. Always watching, Bill.
Huh?
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, but yeah, no, definitely. And that's what information does. This is boxing. It's a small, tight-knit community, but sometimes, you know, we tend to not be as informed as we would like to be. And that's what I take my pride in, being a coach for Dev, that I go that extra mile, you know, to get that extra relationship that's going to help benefit him as a fighter. And then I play the position that's needed in order for the relationship to accomplish.
Well, before we do go, Ness, I just want to read off these results from the poll.
No, and it's been like, this is not the first time we do this poll. It's the same as the odds.
Yeah. So 75% of the audience, we got a super chat, check that out.
Yep, London runs boxing.
75% of the audience going with Haney, 16% Haney by KO, 59% Haney by unanimous decision. A measly 14% had Kambosos by UD, and then 11% Kambosos by KO. So,
but even though he's the underdog, it would be an upset if Devin lost.
Oh, I mean, because he's a favorite. So,
and the general perception of the public is that he's going to win. Like,
well, we don't take George Kambosos lightly at all. He's did what he had to do to get in the position that he's in. And we take him very serious. And he's a hell of a fighter. And you know, of course, Mickey did what he shouldn't have done, which he agrees that he underestimated George. He said, "Fuck that dude." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go and go get him. And probably it almost worked with just the skills that Mick has, that Devin have, that come back from under that tutelage, that style, and it comes from that tutelage, that the Midwest, the Detroit, that whole style within itself. Styles make fight within that, but just that style within itself almost beat Kambosos.
When I shouldn't have been in there with him. That's all it was. That's why when you tell me, Devin, you give me a young man this fresh, that I know what he can do. Listen, I was here. This fight was all this with me and him.
So is it going to be Linares, Haney, in your opinion, before that punch? Like, is it those first 6 rounds where it's
gonna
just
be worse?
Oh, wow.
Because he don't got experience. See this,
but I think he's fast at counterpunching, guys.
But Linares still got that experience. Think about it. Devin 23, Linares around my age, probably a year younger. He been boxing longer than Devin been born. If you don't expect for him to get in the ring and land a punch, dude don't have that. He got a little experience, but not like a Linares. Like, that means something. That experience, like, that's where Teofimo, where I had the edge over him. Like I told him when I seen him in person off camera, he assumed like, well, you older and you did this to him, so I'm gonna do that. I'm running straight, but I'm like, you don't got the experience and the IQ I got though. So he ran out there, So Linares' IQ kept him in there because Devin he was 22 or 21, 22 then. So now with Kambosos, it ain't no edge that he got over him. He got heart and he got condition.
London runs boxing. Wishing Devin all the best. He truly is chasing greatness. Beat Kambosos so bad he don't want a rematch. You think that's possible? We've seen that. Abner Mars did not take his rematch with Johnny Gonzalez. He was knocked out. Obviously, that's how Gary Russell became champion in the WBC at 26. You guys see that as a possibility? Can Devin beat him so one-sided that they decide to walk away from the rematch?
Man,
or is it too many belts?
Devin is a nightmare.
I hope not.
Oh, why? Because it means less money, you think?
I'm just saying is that I hope that he's the fighter that everyone says that he is. Everyone, you know what I mean? The fighter that beat T.O. He beat the man that beat the man. Isn't he on the pound for pound list, or isn't he on the list? George Kambosos. Where's he?
Pound for pound list, really?
No, I'm saying.
I mean, he should be because T.O. got there.
Where's he? Yeah, where's he?
He's got to be at least top 10 because they put T.O. number 4 when he beat Loma,
which was
bullshit. Yeah. He should have been number 1. I don't see how you don't beat the number 1 and you get ranked number 5. Like, that makes no sense.
I mean, because to me, well, that's a totally different conversation, but I don't agree with you on.
I know.
On
we've
that.
had this discussion.
Yeah, but Canelo was and still is.
That's just I just never understood. Like, if you beat Floyd, how are you not the man?
But it's like, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Right, but it's like Mick beat all these guys, right? Mm-hmm. One guy beats him. Well,
that's the guy that was special.
That makes up for.
Absolutely, because he's the one to stop that run.
But see, styles make fights. Get in that ring and beat him. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with you on that. Don't really matter. We'll move on.
No, we're done. That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Mickey, where could they find you?
Mickey Bay Eternal.
BH.
On your ass if you say the wrong thing about Devin.
Or at Sticky
Haney.
Paul Studio.
Yeah.
Yo, co-hosting TPV.
Pulling up at Sticky Paul's. You know what I mean? And listen, and then if you got something nice to say, hit me on BH_the_great. You dig?
Let's go.
They say everything, but
let's fight.
There we go. Ringwalk Danny. We're back.
Ringwalk Danny from Chicago to Australia.
To Australia, yeah, you're right.
We out, baby.